Hello and welcome to another episode of the Totally Not a Podcast. I am your host, Jake. Joining us today in the hot seat, it's Connor.
Hey!
And oh my goodness, on the other side of the room, he's so far away, it's Kiba.
Hiya!
Every time. Almost every time, not quite. And hey, I'm Jake.
And that's Jake.
Hey, that's me. Today we're going to be hanging out. We're having a good time. We're going to be talking about everything under the sun. Life, love, and the pursuit of...
Not having your cables ripped out of all your components as you're setting up for the podcast today.
You really shouldn't do that.
No.
It's bad.
No. And also Resident Evil 9 Requiem.
Yeah, we're pursuing it daily. We really are.
Oh, I'm on it.
It's getting here.
Yeah, no, I'm hot pursuit.
Kiba has been down in the deep trenches. They're so dark, so full of mystery.
So deep.
But he's down there with all the Resident Evil 9 news. He's been keeping up with everything, and we're going to unpack some of that today. So stick around.
Absolutely, we are, and I'm so excited.
Hear what he has to say.
I was just about
I'm
to
ready.
say, be excited about it.
You should. Later on in the show, we are having our next movie club discussion. We are talking about 2011's Cabin in the Woods.
Oh my God, it's so good.
It is
It was
really
pretty
good.
good.
So good.
Damn
pretty
it! Damn it!
Why?
Damn it!
What?
Stop talking.
Ah, duh.
Don't spoil your
up.
opinion.
Every time I open my mouth, you're like, damn it!
Damn it! That is true. I do that.
He does do that.
We are trying our best to expose Connor to the wonderful world of movies. Stay tuned to see if he liked it or not. Believe it or not, he already spoiled. I think he did.
Yeah, and actually, what episode of the Teaching Connor How to Love Movies Again series is this?
4?
This is our 4th entry in the series
Yeah.
where we teach Connor how to love life, laugh, and movies.
Yes.
Yeah?
I love life, laugh, and movies.
Yeah, dude. I feel like we've picked some wonderful movies, and he's shot all over every one of them so far.
Basically.
Yeah.
I'm about to
Yeah.
shit all over this one, too.
Yeah, with your shit love out, buddy.
Yeah.
As always, at the tail end of the show, we have our game section of the podcast. Connor, right now, you're at 48 Jake bucks.
I'm in the lead.
Kiba, you're at 68.
See?
Yeah.
I'm in the lead.
As everyone knows, whenever you make it to 85 Jake bucks, you can cash them in for the opportunity to host the games. It is a fantastic honor, and Kiba is very confident that he's going to get to 85 today. We'll see.
I'm very confident that I'm going to try because I already have my games ready.
Oh, shit.
We'll see.
Check out the description down below for timestamps for the entire show. Stay up to date. See what we got. Give me the news. What's going on with Resident Evil 9?
Resident Evil 9 Requiem takes place in 2028, exactly 30 years after 1998 when the Raccoon City incident happened and they initially bombed a city. It's big hype. This is our first time going back to Raccoon City since Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil Outbreak, Resident Evil Chronicles 2, Resident Evil Chronicles 1, Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles, Resident Evil Reverse, and Resident Evil Versus. Big excited for that.
Hell
So there's
yeah.
been like 9 games that have been taking place there. So
Yeah, dude.
why the hell?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, this is our first time going back outside of the area in which the Raccoon City incident occurred.
Gotcha.
So everything that has happened thus far has been leading up to or just after they bombed Raccoon City. So this is our first
Is it
chance.
a nuke?
No. This is a thermobaric nom.
When the fuck did they bomb Raccoon City?
I love it here.
When did that happen?
Dude, I'm fucking-
Why didn't anyone tell me?
I'm stumbling through this explanation, but go check out our lore videos. They're really good. They're really good.
They are.
Kiba's doing a great job with them.
But yeah, it's big exciting. It's our first look at this area since what happened during Raccoon City, since they purged the area because of the first infection, the first outbreak.
Now, I am someone with a base knowledge of the Resident Evil games. In most of them, would you say that there's like 3 areas you go to, right?
Yeah. Typically, there's 3 areas. There's
So-
your initial area that you'll start in. It will be very small, and it will be a trial area that leads into a big semi-open map that you'll go back and forth between because there's a lot of repeat processes in most Resident Evil games. Then once you clear out that area, you'll go to the 3rd area, which is still a lot of back and forth, but it's mostly back and forth leading to the area for the final boss.
So are you thinking that Raccoon City will just be like the opening of the 3 areas?
Actually, I don't think it'll be the opening.
You think it'll be like mid?
My hunch right now is that we're going to start off with flashbacks of Grace and Alyssa Ashcroft before Grace ends up an orphan, for lack of a better terms. Because we know
hotel,
Alyssa.
yeah.
We know Alyssa dies in the hotel 8 years prior to what's going on at the beginning of this game.
I don't know if she dies.
We know.
I'm thinking maybe she's out there doing some secret shit,
It's possible.
and everyone just thinks she's dead. I'm shooting my shot.
Go ahead.
I'm shooting it.
Shoot it.
Bang! There it is.
My theory is that she's the hag.
Yeah, I don't think that's true. That's too obvious.
I've
Too
got-
obvious. They're
I-
better writers than that.
I've got less than a base knowledge of Resident Evil. The only 2 I've ever played through is 5 and I think 6, where there's like 3 storylines you can play.
Yeah. Yep.
Just played those 2, really.
Wow.
Poor choice.
Yeah.
poor choice.
Terrible
Yeah,
ones.
tough choice,
Yep. I played 7 a little bit, but that was scary.
I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some hot takes here that may have already been announced by the time this podcast comes out. But Tokyo Games Show is going to be the 27th to 28th of this month, coming up this weekend. And we have very, very strong leads from a leaker named Dusk Golem that there is a potential that we'll be seeing Leon announced as a campaign character in Resident Evil 9 Requiem.
Playable?
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Yes, sir. He has also announced that there's going to be an open world Raccoon City section that may have vehicle combat in it. So that would be our first time since Resident Evil 5, if I'm correct, that we're seeing mainline Resident Evil vehicle sections.
That you can drive?
Yep.
I think the
I
thought,
don't like that one bit.
I think the thought of an open world Raccoon City sounds super cool.
I don't think it's going to be open world in the traditional sense. I think it'll be the essential areas from the original game, and you'll be able to explore the rubble.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know? So
Still, regardless, I think that sounds like a sweet idea.
That's what I thought as well. I thought it would be cool if they made the open world section a non-combat section. I thought my theory is that it will be Leon's return to Raccoon City, and the open world section will essentially be a trip down memory lane where Leon gets to revisit some of those areas that are in rubble now from the original games. But that's just a theory. A game theory.
Hey.
They
Yeah.
should make a Resident
He's gonna
Evil
sue your ass.
RPG.
He is. He is. They shouldn't they? That's a great idea. You should tell Capcom that.
I will. I think
Yeah.
that's a cool idea.
Dude, maybe that'll be 10.
I have good ideas, dude. Kiba, I did see something about a new enemy, a stalker or something.
Yes, sir. We actually have the new stalker enemy of this game in likeness of Jack Baker from Resident Evil 7, Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil 8, and of course, Mr. X and Nemesis from Resident Evil 2 and 3. We have the Hag, who seems like they're going to behave pretty similarly to the alien from Alien Isolation.
You're
I
a
don't
fucking
like
hag.
it.
Thank you very much. And dude, it's spooky, isn't it?
I hate that so much.
I know. From what you've seen, though,
fucking
it's
hate it.
terrifying, isn't it?
Oh, no.
Oh, my
I
God.
ain't
I
part
love
of
it. I love the Hag's fucking weird, crooked-ass teeth and the way she bites that dude's head off in that trailer section.
Isn't it that big-ass woman that's
Yeah,
there?
that's the Hag, dude.
Ugh, with those big feet.
Or affectionately known from the developers as the Stalker.
I didn't know that's what that would be. I just read a little thing about a stalker.
Yeah, no, the Stalker enemy is the Hag, and they, like I said, will be taking the place of traditionally the Mr. X's, Nemesis, Jack Baker's, Lady Dimitrescu's, so on and so forth.
And you think that's Grace's mom got turned into that?
I have
With the Plagas?
I have
It's
a-
come back. It's full circle.
So, I have a hunch in Outbreak. So the game that Alyssa's from, there's something called the Daylight Cure, and it's a cure for the virus. She takes that cure, so it's in
What
her
virus?
blood. The T virus. Yeah.
You knew that.
All the way. Well, there's also like the G virus.
There's the G,
and
the
there's all-
T, the G plus.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stupid shit.
Yeah, and then
Ew.
also A, B, C, D, and E as well.
Yeah. Is that a real one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I actually have a hunch that because she took the cure back in that game, the reason that she is kidnapped and that they tried to kill her in the beginning of the game is because they're trying to extract that cure from her blood.
Is that why Grace is being bled?
Exactly. My hunch is that the reason that Grace is being bled during that trailer gameplay section is because they came back for her when they realized that Grace's mom, Alyssa, couldn't be of any use. So possibly, hear me out.
I'm listening.
What if they were experimenting on her for the last 8 years, turning her into that once they figured out they couldn't extract the Daylight Cure from her? And now they've gone to get Grace so they can extract it from her blood. And they're using Alyssa to help keep the grounds free and clear of any investigations so that they can get away with this.
I don't know any of these people.
Now that's a theory.
A game theory.
Still gonna sue us.
Yeah, every time.
Interesting. So, hang on. Are you
No,
saying
you
that
hang on.
Hang on. Are you saying that the hotel where she's creeping around, because that's where she's at, right?
Yeah, she's back at the hotel.
Are you saying that's in Raccoon City?
Yes. So that is, it's on the outskirts of Raccoon City, I believe.
And you think there's like some Umbrella base? Do you think this is Umbrella? Have they come back?
I honestly don't know. I would like to think that it is. I'd like to think that this is
There's some secret sect of Umbrella that's been operating for the past like 30 years.
Nikolai, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, stealing virus data, virus information to sell to a separate company that was potentially an offshoot of former Umbrella researchers. right?
Interesting.
What
Right,
if
right.
what if
Okay.
that Splinter Cell that was happening during Resident Evil 2 and 3?
It's a different game.
Yeah. But what if that Splinter Cell that's happening has continued to splinter and cell off into more splinter cells, and that cell just keeps getting bigger, and there's just more splinters, right?
I think
yeah.
that's a cancer, actually.
Yeah, essentially.
Sounds like
That-
it's getting dangerous.
That's what you would call Umbrella. But kind of like Neo Umbrella. Maybe they're a separate sect of Umbrella that's shot off doing their own special interests, and this is them.
Interesting.
Shit.
Yeah.
I could vibe with that.
Just some thoughts. I know I'm kind of rambling through this because I have so many thoughts going through my head from all these videos that we're working on.
That's
but
all right.
that's just a little bit of what I think so far about it.
So you honestly, you think that Leon is going to be a playable character?
I
Do you think that he's going to come in and try and like save Grace, and then they're going to be like homies, or do you think his
So, based
his
on-
section of the game is going to be completely separate?
Based
Also-
from what we know, oh god.
Did you say did you say it was going to be rumored or it was confirmed?
So it's leaked from a longtime Resident Evil leaker, Dusk Golem, who is a very, very competent leaker for both Silent Hill and Resident Evil content over the last decade. He has had very, very reliable sources and very reliable and accurate information pre-game launch.
But I will say, until anything has been officially confirmed by
It's
the
still a
developers, it's still a leak.
Yep.
Still grain of
Yeah.
salt.
So my theory, and based off what we know from him, is that yes, Leon will be a playable character. He said that Leon's campaign will take place mostly before the campaign you're playing with Grace. So there will be a difference in time between the two. So I think that they will lead into each other towards the end of the game, but that Leon's campaign will be setting up the things we do as Grace. They won't have much interaction, if any, until the end of the game, in my opinion.
Do you
What?
think any? This is all speculation.
Yeah,
do you
it's all
think
conjecture.
Any of your actions as Leon will affect the gameplay as Homegirl? I already forgot her name.
If it's anything like any of the other Resident Evil games, absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. So if you think back traditionally to stuff like Resident Evil 2, if you start that campaign, there are two campaigns. There's the Leon version and there's the Claire version, right?
Okay.
So if we start with the Leon campaign, it affects directly Claire's campaign. The doors we leave locked, the items we pick up, the puzzles we solve will bleed over onto her campaign and affect the places we can go and the way we can make our run.
Okay.
So they've been doing that for 25 years. So they're no stranger to that kind of gameplay.
I was about to say they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I think that's super cool that they were able to do that back in 1998.
Yep.
2001, whenever the
Yeah.
fuck Resident Evil 2 came out. That's some high level shit.
It
For the
really is.
PS1.
Yeah, it's the same way I view a lot of Kojima's games.
Yeah.
They did stuff back then that was groundbreaking and immersion breaking in a unique way.
Yeah, see, I know that he's like a legendary video game maker. Those Resident Evil games have never just fucking engulfed me like that, you know what I mean? Or I've never dove into the Resident Evil lore like that. But I'm aware of how successful of a franchise it is, and it is super good. The games that I have played, I loved them, you know?
Even 6?
Hey, yeah, I thought it was cool.
Whoa.
I do know that isn't one of the best ones out there. You
Very
know what I mean?
maligned,
People
yeah,
didn't
very
love
maligned.
that one, but I thought it was fun.
I played the demo way back, and I went, cool.
Yeah.
And then never thought about it ever again.
Shinji Mikami is wonderful. All the stuff he does is wonderful. Some of it is just not so wonderful.
How can you say that and then not love Evil Within?
I've never played that one.
Okay, I've
So good.
already told you that it's not that I
So
don't
good.
love it. It's just that I haven't sat down to find the love in it yet.
God, both those games are solid.
We're playing them for the channel
I hope
eventually.
so. I hope
promised
so.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kiba's told me that you're a bit of a fanboy for that game.
I have.
Yeah. They are rock solid, man. Just like Resident Evil, the story gets a little convoluted, a little silly, a little ridiculous, but the gameplay is so much fun, and what tangible stuff there is for the story is fun. It's good. Yeah, I'm super excited for 9, even if I haven't played the last 2, 3.
A few.
Yeah, I've played a couple, but none of the recent ones.
Yeah, you played 6.
I played the demo.
I had a
So
decent
you
time.
technically played 6.
Yeah.
So technically you only missed the last 2.
Man, yeah, I'm super hyped. Right now, where's it gonna rank at?
I think it's going to be an 8 to 9 out of 10 personally.
Really?
But that's because I think Capcom doesn't miss. And I also think that if we want to take Dusk Golem on his word, the reason this game has taken so long to come out is because it's a total reinvention of the genre, which is not an alien thing to them. They've done that 5 times over their history as a franchise. Each time it has, no joke, each time they have done it, it has influenced the wider game market in ways that are undescribable. Today,
Really?
we're still seeing the effects of Resident Evil 4 in game design today.
See, I can remember people saying around the time 5 came out that they were unhappy about how little of a horror series it was anymore. It just became an action horror
And then
series.
6 took action to a whole
the
nother
next level. Yeah.
And then that's why with 7 they took a huge step back and made it super scary and went first person.
Yeah.
And I remember whenever
Was that the first time they ever went first person in a game?
It was the first time a mainline Resident Evil had, and it was a big deal.
Yeah.
I remember before the game came out, whenever it was shown and announced that it was first person, there were so many people that were just like, "This isn't Resident Evil."
There were people saying, there were people boycotting that game because
Yeah.
it was first person, and then they played it, and it changed everything.
Yeah, yeah.
That game, I think it's kind of safe to say, brought first person horror back.
Hell yeah.
I thought they would go for a kind of like 7, 8, 9 kind of stylistic trilogy, but it seems like 9 they're kind of taking what they did with 7 and 8 and just expanding on it and making it more. And if this leak is right and it's going to go to this kind of pseudo open world, open zone kind of thing, that I think that would be cool. Vehicle driving,
See,
that loses me big time.
I was rambling about this to you the other day. From what I can gather, 7 and 8 were both tests. 7 was testing the first-person perspective, close, tight-knit horror. 8 was testing the same thing on a more grand, essentially action-based scale with mechanics that you wouldn't have expected out of 7 and vice versa, you know?
Right.
But I think what they were doing with both of those games was refining tactics they were going to bring into this game to make the player feel vulnerable in ways that you can only do when you've mastered both directions of gameplay, you know? And I think that this game will be a very unique delve into that first-person survival horror stuff, even though it does have a third-person perspective you can swap to. I think they did that with the intent of not being able to switch mid-game, but of doing 2 separate playthroughs in 2 different perspectives with 2 separate styles of gameplay. Because imagine that you play the game first-person, and it's a Resident Evil 7 game, essentially.
Right.
It's that same style of suspense and horror, and you can focus on the stalker enemies. But then imagine your second playthrough, you've unlocked a few things. You drop third person, you start wrecking shit, and this becomes an action survival horror game on your second run through it.
I could see that.
I feel like I would like the first person more.
Then you have every right and every ability to play it that way.
Yeah, that wasn't
Yeah.
anything important. I was just kind of
No, that's what's wonderful about it is it gives people the opportunity to pick what they loved about the previous titles and bring that with them through this one.
I think I also agree that I think it would be more interesting or exciting to play it in first person, but seeing it run that third person
It was
is
beautiful.
unbelievable.
Dude, you guys, I'm sure, saw the video that I put out on it.
Yeah.
Did you see the back-to-back clip of the lightning and thunder strike from first
Yeah.
person to
Oh,
third
shit,
person?
yeah.
How she reacts to the thunder and
Yeah.
to the lightning. She reacts separately to seeing the light than she does to the sound. And it's cool in first person because you see her shake.
Right.
But then you see third person and you see that she's shuddering.
Yeah.
Like her body is shaking the way a real person's body shakes when they get spooked, you know?
She's-
The level of animation that you're seeing in that character is beyond what anyone else is doing. It's to like the upper tier PlayStation levels. It's like Naughty Dog levels of like what they are doing with their animation.
Speaking of that, their mocap actress that did Grace, they had a wig maker come in and make an exact replica of her hair. That way they could attach it to a dummy and model it upside down in different angles so that they could
shit.
perfectly model the hair to move the way real people's hair would upside down.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that,
dope.
Is that the first time a development company has used that technique?
As far as I'm aware, it's the first time hair has been modeled directly off of real human hair without making an algorithm that emulates the movement of human hair. This is
Okay.
legitimately taking the movement of human hair and copying it and coding it into different phrases to where it moves different ways.
See, man, I feel like that's going to be such a small detail to the game, but they're doing things people have never done before just to make it a good detail. You know what I mean?
And it
I
seems
can
small.
appreciate that.
And it seems small until you're first person and you've got your Zippo lighter and your pocket knife out and you turn left really quick and you see her hair
Did you
wobble into view.
Did you ever find out who that Zippo lighter is?
No, I did not.
Oh, shit.
God damn it, I'm going to figure it out. There's a moment in that video where I say,
What?
in that video, I say, who is that Zippo lighter we're using for light? And it was just
she like flicks it out, right? as he
yeah,
said
I just made a really shitty throwaway joke in there. But, you know, we're going to find out.
I
gonna.
hope so.
We're going to.
I hope so. We need resolution. Damn it.
He seems like a Kevin to me.
Me?
No, the lighter,
Oh.
dude.
Oh.
Come on.
Come on, dude, grow up. You're a Connor.
It's what? February 26th?
27th, baby.
27th. I get a day early. Sorry.
Yeah, no,
I got the 26th.
Hey, Capcom. We'll be covering this a lot. Reach out to you boys. Let us know if we can get the game a couple days early. You know, I'll
Yeah.
do some A1 coverage on it. I'll take off work for it. Connor knows I will.
Hey, while we're talking about games, Connor,
Yes.
do you know Wolfenstein?
I'm familiar with it.
You're what? Familiar?
I said to say familiar. I am familiar with it.
And this motherfucker will call me out for anything I say wrong. You piece of shit.
Oh, wait till you see this new video I'm working on.
Kiba, are you familiar with Wolfenstein?
Absolutely, I am familiar with it.
So this is a fan casting that I saw that I just thought was genius.
For BJ Blazkowicz?
Yeah, did you see?
No.
What?
So BJ Blazkowicz, main character from
Yeah.
Wolfenstein.
Yeah, BJ.
I didn't even know that. Okay.
I mean, they're not even talking about making a movie, but I saw that if they did, they should do Alan Richardson.
Oh,
And
yes.
The second I
Yes.
the second I heard that, I was like, fuck yeah.
Dude, I would literally nut a
absolutely.
hole through a newspaper for that.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that means.
Oh,
It means I would come a hole through a newspaper.
Not that. Idiot.
With the violence to rip through paper.
No, I don't know who the character or the actor is.
Yeah, you do.
so.
Thad Castle.
Fat Castle?
Thad Castle from Blue Mountain State. The blonde guy, cookie between the ass cheeks, football player. Buff one. Thad Castle, condom.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
that
okay,
guy.
Okay.
That guy as BJ Blazkowicz.
Okay. Hell yeah, dude. That'd
Right?
be fucking sweet,
Right?
dude.
Yeah.
dude's jacked.
Rip.
I showed
Big.
him the scene from Blue Mountain State where he goes, and what about this? And he pulls the condom out of his mouth from underneath his tongue, and he puts it in the guy's hand, and
What?
then he pulls the cookie out from beneath his ass cheeks and eats it.
Why didn't you slap my ass?
I still cannot believe that Thad Castle is Jack Reacher.
Dude, I know, and he's so perfect for it.
Oh, he's so
I
good.
think
He's so
that's-
good. Yeah.
I think that's what you were talking about that day that you were
Yeah.
talking about it.
I was telling him, like, I've been watching Reacher, and this dude is great, but every time I see him, I think about him eating a cookie from in between his ass cheeks, and I had to show him these scenes.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, on that note of just fan casting, I mean, for the new Resident Evil movie, I mean, do you have any fan casting ideas? Do you have anything in mind?
Well, we already know Homelander's going to be Wesker, and that's all I want.
That's not confirmed.
That's all I want
not
in this
confirmed.
world. That's all I want in this world. That's it. That's really it.
I mean, Anthony Starr does look
It's-
perfect. Yeah.
No, Homelander.
Oh, sorry,
Homelander.
sorry. Yeah.
No,
yeah,
Homelander.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Homelander and Wesker, same character.
That's what I mean.
Same character.
Seriously, if you... All right, hear me out. Homelander, but he can't fly. He's Wesker.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wesker has laser eyes.
Dude, I'm not kidding. He does. When he in 5, his eyes glow red. I'm
Little
saying,
bit.
dude, if
A
you
little bit.
you piss him off a little bit more and zap, he's got you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's lasering you in half.
Is it just rumored that he could be Wesker,
So
or
he
is it like
tweeted at was it the director?
Zach Krieger.
Yeah, he tweeted at the director saying that he wanted to play the role, and the director retweeted it saying, "Dude, it's yours. As soon as the opportunity comes up, it's yours. I want you for that role."
No shit,
So it's
okay.
not confirmed, but if they can get the budget for it, I assume is going to be their biggest holdback after coming off of The Boys, because his worth has shot up because of that show.
no shit?
Yeah, I feel like it's safe to say he's worth twice what he was during season 1.
Oh yeah.
Easily,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Easily, yeah.
His career took off because of that show.
They announced Paul Walter Hauser. Is that dude's name? They announced that
For who?
They didn't say who. People are suspecting Barry. Is that fat guy's name from the early games?
Yeah, Barry Birkin. He's got the red vest, the revolver.
People are speculating that that's who he's playing, but they didn't announce who he's playing.
I have no idea who either of those people are either.
But
Is
they
this also Wolfenstein still?
it's just Resident Evil.
I could see him being Barry if he just, worked out some and bought a revolver.
But the director, Zach Krieger, also said that the movie is not going to step on the games at all, which makes me go, well...
Okay, so there are two options if you don't want to step on the games. Either you don't touch them at all, or you do a 100% faithful adaptation.
That's
Those are
Which
your
makes
two
kinda what I
me,
was just
which makes
thinking.
me assume that he's not going to touch them at all.
Yeah, those are your only two options, and if that's the case, then there's no point in casting Anthony Starr because...
Yeah.
Well,
Which is
actually,
my guess.
Well, no, actually, you could cast Anthony Starr and do an entirely separate cast because Wesker is one of the only reoccurring characters that has years of off-screen time that needs
Yeah.
explaining. So they could...
I could see Wesker being a part
Yeah,
of
they could
a
develop
a
his
separate
backstory
story.
because
Yeah.
there's 10 years, almost 11 years of time between when he leaves Umbrella and he shows up in 4, right?
Right.
So that's a lot of backstory, and we don't know how he builds an empire because he does. He builds a fucking media
And-
mogul empire.
I'm sure.
I'm
sure in a room full of writers, they'll come up with something. You know.
Or a room full of one writer.
Yeah,
you think
that's
it's just gonna be one writer through
Is that Krieger? I
that's
think
the
is
hope.
the-
And honestly, that's what we want.
Yeah.
That is exactly what we would like.
I don't want anyone else to touch his writing. Like,
Too many
dude,
hands on a piece takes the personality out of it.
Yeah.
And too few hands on a piece oftentimes makes it kind of a revolving door of ideas. So hopefully with his experience and with his editorial team, he'll be able to pump out a script that feels very organic.
Okay, I was thinking with something as big as Resident Evil, with how much money would be put into it, I would think that there would just be a team of people working on it.
That's
or
what ruined
something.
the last 14 Resident Evil movies.
The last 14 of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
We had Resident Evil movies from 6 different directors now, and they've all been garbage.
Excellent. Nice.
One of them made it into a franchise with 9 movies.
Yeah.
There's 9 movies in
Then he
that
casted
franchise.
his wife as the
Yeah.
lead in.
Yeah, God, she's so hot.
She is pretty.
She's so
She's really
hot.
pretty. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Alice. Ugh. What a nothing character.
We've talked about her, and every time we talk about her, you go, "What?" When I say her last name, it's Mila Jovovich. See, that's the reaction. But this woman, she's like Taylor Swift except talented.
She was in Alien. right?
Talented.
I knew
am-
that would fucking spark you off.
No, she's pretty.
She is. She's gorgeous. Until you see her in Resident Evil, which somehow makes her not as pretty.
Just because she looks like a bad bitch.
She is a bad bitch.
No.
She's
Bad
a
bitch. Bad bitches can look pretty too.
No, you're absolutely right. But they went more for bad bitch than pretty.
Oh, she looks hot in that picture.
She does look
Yeah,
hot
she
in
looks
that
hot
picture.
there,
It's
yeah.
the desert.
Yeah.
It's just because.
Yeah, it's so hot. What is your number 1 fan cast?
Honestly, I really don't know because I genuinely, now that we're talking about it, yeah, Wesker would be cool to be in there in some capacity, but I'm really hoping that it is completely devoid of the story from the games. I hope that it just takes place within the universe. And where that could be, I have no fucking clue. If it's going to be early, like in Raccoon City, if it's going to be more modern after like everything's been destroyed, I have no idea if they're wanting to try and do Umbrella or what. Genuinely, I have no clue.
I'm really interested to see if they have any connection to Umbrella at all.
Yeah.
That's my big wonder. Yeah, it's hard to fan cast movies like that because honestly, the perfect fan casts have happened and been brutally murdered already.
Right.
Like they've managed to ruin those perfect fan casts.
In a perfect world, it would be relative unknowns.
Oh, dude, yes. Especially if they want to do main cast from the games, they need to get unknowns because if they don't, they're going to have big name actors that are trying to take over the role and make it theirs.
He has announced the lead. We don't know what character he's playing, but he was one of the characters from Weapons. Austin Abrams. We know for sure that Austin Abrams is going to be the lead.
Who is that?
He's a guy. He's an actor.
Okay.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's like to me a super unknown.
I was
have no idea.
I was low-key making a joke there because I'm excited he's an unknown. I was like, who is that? Fuck yeah.
Oh,
That's what I
apparently
want to
he
hear.
Apparently he was from Euphoria, which is a super massive show, but
I don't like that. I don't like that he was from Euphoria.
I was going to say, even if I. Fuck, what was I going to say? Even if I knew who you were talking about. I lost it. Never mind.
Well, that's staying in.
this is his shot from IMDb.
I do know who he is.
I remember seeing him on the show.
I do know who he is. And
Yeah.
I have the sneaking suspicion that if it's mainline game, they're going to cast him as Leon.
Leon.
He was fantastic in Weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really good. So
See, that's the thing about Euphoria. I hate Euphoria, but everybody in it has gone on to do amazing things.
Brooke
Jacob
loved
Elordi.
that show.
yeah.
Really? Terrible taste.
Yeah.
Terrible taste.
Yeah, I think so.
With the fact that Gen X is moving so far away from nude scenes and stuff, I think it's wild that the Gen X show of choice is Euphoria, which is almost entirely nudity and drugs.
I assume you mean Gen Z.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Gen X was like 40 years before that.
Before we
Gen
get
Z. Oh, Gen Z. Cut that in.
Perfect.
cut that in. Before we get too far away from the video game, remind me before I say what I have to say. You said there was an event in Raccoon City that was either going to take place before or after.
Unsure on whether this movie will take place before it gets blown to smithereens or
Yeah.
not.
Oh,
yeah, we're
well,
not sure
shit,
if
never
this
mind.
is. Yeah, we're not sure if this is going to take place pre or post Raccoon City incident.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I thought you were talking about the game coming out when you were talking about
Go ahead and
that.
say your thought anyway.
I was going to say, what if the theoried Leon gameplay would be the events leading up to it, and then the girl
Holy
gameplay would be the events
Connor,
afterwards?
No. Connor has a great idea. Connor just touched on something really big. Because Dusk Golem does talk about the fact that Leon's campaign will take place significantly earlier than Grace's campaign with a heavy time skip before it. What if Leon's portion of the campaign is pre-Raccoon City incident, and he changes things that after the blast we find 30 years later.
See, I didn't even think of all that. I just had.
Isn't that just the second game?
Yes, but there are gaps in the second game that are not. There are gaps in the second game that are not shown, like the moments that he's outside of the RPD.
Yeah.
And there's also a time skip when we skip to Claire's part of the game before they meet up. What if it's not like heavy sections? What if it's just minor sections that are showing portions on his way to meet up with her that are changing things that will affect our gameplay later on?
That would be fantastic.
I say no.
No?
I think
say no.
No, I think you're right. There's a
say no.
high likelihood that this is not the case, but this is a cool theory, and this is something that I think is worth talking about at least a little bit.
A game
Yeah.
theory?
A game theory.
Hey!
Staying in.
Yeah, he's gonna sue us. He's gonna sue the
Nice.
shit out of us.
Yeah, he is. He's hurting for money.
Yeah. When I came
Since
up,
what? 2012.
That shit's still really popular.
when I
crazy.
came up with that in my head, I even thought this probably won't be it. But fucking throw that out.
No, you're right. It probably won't be it, but that is a really cool idea, and I'm glad you brought that up.
Hey, I was happy with your reaction. I was like, oh shit, I came up with a good idea.
You nailed it.
At
Yeah.
some point, I need to get you over here just to stream with me for a couple hours so we can talk about it, and you can just throw weird ideas at me, and I can go, whoa,
Oh, wait,
that's totally wrong, but this part of it could be right. You were wrong with 90% of that, but you were on to something in the first two sentences.
That was wrong, but that would be cool.
So on this episode of the podcast, this is our fourth movie club, or how Connor learned to stop worrying and love movies.
Yeah, how Connor live, love, laugh, watch movies.
It's kind of not really working.
We're getting there. We watched 2011's Cabin in the Woods. It is a horror comedy love letter to horror movies of all kinds, honestly.
It really is at its core a love letter to horror movies more
really
than it is
is.
a horror movie itself.
Yeah.
You nailed it with that.
I kind of.
If you haven't seen it, this is the quick elevator pitch for this thing. It is a group of kids go to a remote cabin in the woods where their fate is unknowingly controlled by a group of technicians. And it goes much deeper than that, but hey, that's what it is. It's a weird and wacky premise. It goes all over the place. We're going to be discussing it in depth. We'll be getting Connor's opinion on this whole thing. And just as a note to everyone, this will be a spoiler-filled discussion. If you haven't seen it,
If you haven't seen this almost 15-year-old movie, that's on you. That's on you. That's not on us.
if you haven't seen it and you don't want to hear any spoilers, for whatever reason, you're sitting going, man, I've been waiting. I know 2011 was 15 years ago, but I really,
Waiting on that special occasion.
we have timestamps down below.
Some people out there still waiting on the director's cut.
There
never
probably
coming.
are, man.
Hey, Connor, what do you think, man?
I thought it was all right. I gave it
Son
a
of a bitch.
3 out of 5.
Dude,
or,
seriously?
Or a 6.5 out of 10.
You son
Out of whichever scaling.
Really? Are you?
suck, dude.
Yep.
He never gets anything above a 7. And the other ones started at a 7 and made their way lower by the end.
I think he gave Monsters a 7, and then by the
Yeah.
end he was like, yeah, it's a pretty solid 6.
6.5,
Yeah, it's a pretty
yeah,
solid
shit,
6, yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't even remember that. But,
we do.
But yeah.
I do.
6.5, I would say. Or a
All
3,
right.
I would say.
Wow.
It was not
6.5 or a 3.
It was not what I thought it would be when
Exactly.
I told Kiba I've been scrolling through the fucking streaming services and seen Cabin in the Woods multiple times over the course of the past 14 years. Never watched it. I thought it was going to be more so about like possession and demons and fucking finding books, cursed books and shit in the cabin.
Right. More
and what-
Evil Dead kind of style.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
little bit more mama.
And one of the first moments that really made me think, all right, that's not quite what this is, was when
The
the
opening
bird,
second of the movie.
No, when the bird flew into that digital force field
Yeah.
thing, I was
Yeah.
kind of like, what the fuck? But yeah, aside from that warehouse thing that they were in, that fucking lab thing that they were in the very beginning, I thought most of the movie, the beginning of the movie, seemed like I was watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Friends gathering up, going on a road trip. They are on the road. They stop at that creepy little cabin, or
Almost.
creepy little gas station.
Almost like an homage to Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah,
Or every horror movie ever that starts that way.
That was also homaging to Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That still, it's a fucking Chainsaw Massacre. That's the one it really made me think of. But yeah, they fucking have that interaction with that shitty old dude. Calls her a whore. Fucking they leave.
Before we get too far from that, the scene where Marty goes, "I hear the railroad's coming through here soon. Roads paved with actual
road."
road."
Yeah.
and then he just turns around and goes, "Fucker."
fucking, I had some notes on that guy specifically.
Dude, Marty's my favorite.
How can you not love Marty? Every time he's on screen, you're just glued in.
It
He's
makes
so
me
good,
want to be that dude's friend so fucking bad.
Same.
Actually, there's a little series of notes that it shows that I took these notes throughout the movie. My very first thing about him was he's a super stereotypical pothead, man.
Yeah.
They get in the van, you got any food? And fucking all that shit. I just thought,
Again,
like, dude,
that is 100% by
Yeah.
design.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, the line where he gets out of his car and he goes, statistical fact. The police will never arrest a man driving around with a giant bong because they know that he knows more than them. Bullshit, Marty. What the fuck?
he says, you can't bring that thing in the van. He goes, a big bong? What are you, stoned? And he fucking puts it into a cup.
That's
It's
so
so
incredible.
good.
Yeah.
But no, here's that note that I was talking about. I predicted that he was going to be the very first to die. I just thought, oh, this goofy-ass character, he's going to die first. And then I put, stereotypical pothead character, predicted first to die. I was wrong. He's the second to die. Oh, he didn't die.
I was wrong. Oh, wait. I was wrong again.
Yeah. I wrote here, I liked his big cup bong. Gets on the bus, asks for food. He fucking was rolling all those joints on the bus, and I was like, damn, dude, that's a fucking lot of weed. And I thought that was cool. I was like, man, I'd fucking hang out with
He
that
rolls 50 joints on their drive. That way he doesn't have to stop and roll another one the whole trip.
Yeah. Efficient.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
guy. I have one more note on him that I will save until later on.
Real quick, but before we get too far from the opening, do you have any notes about the opening?
Just that I love the way it opens. It's such a what the fuck kind of, because yeah, it's the same way where I was like, yeah, it's just gonna be some Evil Dead style shit, and then it opens with these dudes, and at the end of their scene, it does the big splash screen of boom, cabin in the woods,
And I
it's
love
like,
this scream.
That
I
did-
love that it makes the like stereotypical horror movie scream sound when it
Yeah.
pops up.
That did make me
It's
fucking...
so fucking good.
My biggest note about the beginning is that one of my absolute favorite scenes is those two guys in the opening when they're in the underground facility talking about how preparing to have a baby is like jinxing yourself for having a baby. So talking about it's like forcing you to make sure it doesn't happen. Because they're kind of right.
Yeah.
We all know a couple that has been trying to have a kid for like 2,500 years,
Right.
and they just can't fucking do it. And it's because they're trying so hard. And it's like, dude, just stop, and you know you're going to get her knocked up immediately.
Right.
Yeah. Stop caring about it.
Also, real quick, 4 minutes, 47 seconds into the movie, we have our first death. When Holden throws that football out the window and the other dude catches it. If you watch the cuts in that, he catches it in front of that car, and then it cuts to him 2 feet to the left of the car. He would have gotten hit and died.
For sure.
I was watching it with Shannon. I absolutely paused it, rewinded it, and I was watching it on YouTube. So I slowed it down to 50% speed. And yeah, he would have gotten fucking creamed. Not only was he in a different spot, but he was like 3 feet farther ahead. So he would have gotten hit and gotten hit hard.
I
Oh,
don't
poor
think I
bastard.
even noticed that.
I thought that was so fucking funny when that happened. The last one I have about the intro before the canyon is the gas station shot with the old man are filmed at 3 different times a day.
Is it really?
You can tell
Yeah.
because they use natural lighting from the sun, and the old man, you can see the sun moving across his head. There are 3 different parts in which he's standing in the same spot for the same scene, and the sun is setting, but everybody else has the same lighting when it cuts back and forth between them.
That's a very common trick with directors where they want to have the sun as their key light. So
Yeah.
you'll film the same scene, but you'll basically film it all day where it's like, okay, while the sun is setting, we're going to have this person as it's going to be their key light. And then while the sun's setting, it'll be their key light.
And you could tell that they filmed the scene with all the kids much earlier in the afternoon because they all had perfect lighting from the sun at that angle. But when it would cut to him, you could tell that they had to do a few reshoots
Yeah.
for some of his lines. Like the line in specific where he spits his dip out on the kid's
Yeah.
boot. You can see the sun is up a lot higher during that shot than it is 5 seconds later when he's putting gas in their RV.
See, that is something I never would have noticed.
It's just
I
a small
never would've caught
nitpick,
that.
and it's not even a nitpick. I love it. I think it's really interesting seeing that and seeing they made this work well enough that I'm watching this for like the 15th time, and I'm just now noticing this, you know?
I would have never caught that.
I love that character too.
Dude, the Harbinger?
Yeah, the Harbinger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love whenever they're talking and he's like, I've been here since the war.
Is that
War is this?
is that the war with brother fighting brother? Possibly the blue versus gray outfits?
Yeah, but I like whenever the girl's like, which war? And he goes, you damn know which war.
You know damn well which war, woman.
Like, shit.
And that scene is so good because you see everybody when it cuts back to them. They're all like, what?
What the fuck?
What does she say? They're all fucking confused.
What happened here?
But
Also-
again, it's all part of this larger meta narrative.
Well, and that's-
all these movies have that weirdo gas station attendant, that weirdo guy that.
And the point of that weirdo guy is to make it awkward enough that they have the opportunity to leave. So they can
Yeah.
think back to him and go, oh, well, there was that weird thing at the
Yeah.
beginning and we almost left. And we
Yeah.
would all be alive if we left because of that, dude.
Right.
Last thing I want to say is that the CGI on the bird running into the wall in the mountain pass holds up really fucking well.
I honestly, I felt like for a 14-year-old movie, 15-year-old movie, pretty much all the CG I thought worked pretty well.
Especially that bird scene, because birds are a little bit easier to make look uncanny, because those monsters we haven't seen a lot of. But those birds, we know what a bird looks like.
Right.
You know?
What about the bike jump?
Okay, we'll get to that when we get to that. Yeah, I thought the bird looked really good. Even the animation of it hitting the wall and sliding down it, you know how it bounces off the
Yeah.
wall? That looked really fucking good. There was a
Yeah.
lot of love put into those scenes.
Yeah, absolutely.
The shortest one I have here is that the games that people are betting on, it almost reminded me of Squid Game.
Oh, how they're betting
I-
on which monster?
Yeah. Well, I guess they were betting on the monsters, weren't they?
Yeah.
Were
So
they?
the way it works is all those kids have to go into the basement and there's all those items and they have to choose what kills them. So they have to pick up a different item and they're choosing what monster kills them. That's
No
why they're all watching
way.
the cameras and they're betting, because they picked up the Buckner book, which brought Judas Buckner back. But the girl almost put the necklace on and the guy almost blew into the conch shell. The conch shell would have summoned the merman. The necklace would have summoned the family with the porcelain masks, and the guy that was turning the ball would have summoned the pinhead monster.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is kind of skipping towards the end of the movie. I remember there was a spot where you see I think the pinhead monster. It looked more
He
like
comes out of the
saw
elevator.
blades
Yeah.
in his
Yeah,
fucking
he's
head.
inspired by Pinhead, but for legal reasons, they couldn't put Pinhead in the movie, so
Yeah.
he's a different one of the Hellraisers.
Yeah. Cenobite.
Excuse me, you are correct.
Real quick, they were doing this zoom out thing where it seemed like there was that girl trapped in a box and she was panicking, and there was all these different panels around it. It looked like that little ball that he was spinning around, you know? Mm-hmm. And I just kind of thought, what the fuck is happening? What is
So all of those monsters in those cages are associated with an item in that basement. So if he had kept spinning that ball and pressed the button, guess who would have came out of the elevator?
I have no idea.
The guy
Yeah.
with the saws, the guy that also had the other ball. So he would have summoned the Cenobite.
Right.
And if the guy had blown into the conch shell, out from the lake would have come the merman, because he would have summoned the merman.
Yeah, see, I guess that's all stuff I didn't put together.
And that's what's cool about this
Yeah.
movie. At its core, it's an homage to other horror movies, and the way they make that work is by saying they have a facility where they have captive all of the creatures and monsters from these other scenarios, you know. And the way they're pleasing the old world gods is by letting you, the victim, pick what kills you.
Okay.
The whole movie is it's like I said before, it's a love letter to all these old movies that do that kind of shit. It's the idea that all of these movies that we've seen time and time again, we know them, we love them, where these characters are making dumb decisions, monsters are coming out of nowhere and just fucking killing them. All these like archetypical teens. It's the fool, the whore, the virgin,
The jock.
the jock, and then the academic.
Yeah,
Or what? I think
the
they have a
academic
different
is
name.
the jock, because he really, remember they talk about how he has
But
an
that's-
academic scholarship, so he plays both parts in that one.
It's different though. It's different
Mm-hmm.
because Chris Hemsworth
yeah.
is the jock.
Chris
but
Hemsworth is
Grace-
actually the scholar, and the other guy was the jock. Remember it, because they talk about.
But he, right? But
Yeah. So they swap it. They don't tell you that, but when the other guy dies, it
he's-
fills up the jock's one.
No, he's the jock. Chris Hemsworth is for sure the jock because that's why he was going. Why is he acting like the stereotypical alpha jerk guy? Because he's the jock.
I thought that part of the twist was when he died, he filled up the academic one, and then when the other guy died, it filled up the jock's one.
I'm almost positive it.
Because Chris
Grey's
Hemsworth,
Anatomy was
yeah,
the scholar.
maybe you're right. I thought it was backwards because I know Marty talks about how he's on academic scholarship and he's
And he-
a
and
really
he is,
smart
and he is,
guy.
which is
and why
why
is he
it
acting
was a
like
big-
a jock?
yeah,
and
which
the
is
other
a-
guy was on sports scholarship, and
Yeah.
he's just getting smart, but he actually had a sports scholarship. So you might be right. I was just thinking that since he had the sports scholarship and he had the academic scholarship,
And it was the same way with the horror too, where they were like,
they,
"Why
had
is
to, they had to dye her hair blonde."
yeah?"
Because,
Because that's what made her act that way. Because
So-
they were like, "Brenda's a pre-med. Why
Yeah.
is she acting this way?"
Did you know that? Did you pick up on the part where they talk about dyeing her hair blonde and how if the dye hasn't set in all the way, it might explain why she's acting not the way they want her to act?
No, I remember Homeboy saying, I've been seeing this girl, but you're much blonder and whatever,
So
but I don't remember that.
They gave her the hair dye, and later on in the cabin, they talk about a scene how they were really lucky that she was able to dye her hair early and that she's starting to finally act the way she should. They've been influencing their whole lives for weeks. They've been putting chemicals and stuff to make them more susceptible, to get them to play this part, you know?
Okay.
Which is why at the end, the
Sigourney
homegirl,
Weaver.
well, that too, but also the main girl we were following, I forget her name, was like, I don't think he even has a cousin. It's because they were all susceptible to the idea that Chris Hemsworth has a cousin. But
Remember, they're at his cousin's cabin?
Yeah.
Even though this cabin is the place where all this shit happens.
And that's such a good scene, the one you bring up where they're laying in a pool of their own blood at the end, smoking a joint, and she goes, I don't even think he has a cousin.
Because the weed is what has been neutralizing Marty's shit that's supposed to be controlling him.
Yeah,
I remember that. What kind of pot is this dude smoking?
Yeah.
And what I love about that is they weren't putting pheromones in Marty's room because he had the pot and they thought, we don't need to. But if they had just been extra cautious at the beginning, it would have been no problem.
That would have
Yeah.
But they were so sure of themselves because they'd done this so many times that they thought, oh, the pot will be enough.
It's actually kind of funny that you mentioned that too, because I said I've got one more note on that guy that I'll save till the end. That last note is, after all of that bullshit, Homeboy still had a joint in his pocket that he lit up. And
Oh, yeah. And when you see him pull it out, I love that it's a little crooked and shit. You can tell that that joint has been through some shit with him.
That's funny.
Well, I also love different joints than the ones he rolls in the van.
I didn't notice that.
I didn't notice that either.
Joints he rolls in the van are much thinner and more flaccid, for lack of a better term. They were clearly, we need to roll joints for this scene, joints,
right.
you know? Because he holds one up and he goes, this is what'll set you free, when he's talking about how society is filling in the cracks and cementing.
Yeah.
And he holds up a thin little fucking joint.
Only a true stoner would notice that.
That's me, baby.
Yeah.
I will say, the revolving shot when the main gal enters the cabin for the first time. Do you know the shot I'm talking about? How it pans from the door, it goes around the whole room, and it stops on her looking at the mounts on the wall?
Yeah.
That shot is so fucking good.
There's a lot of cinematography in here that is really well done.
And I don't know how they did that shot with the lighting they had. Because if you watch that shot, it's really well lit, and there's not a single shadow from that camera movement. So that whoever was the camera operator there was just perfect on his timing to get her shadow to cover his. Or maybe they edited it out in post, but, you know.
Which is
Could've
really
been movie
possible. Who
magic.
knows?
Also, the call with a harbinger, where they're in the facility, and they call him, and he goes, the time is not. Am I on speakerphone? And he goes, no, we wouldn't do that to you. No, why would you think that? No, not you. We wouldn't put you on speakerphone.
I don't know who's there. It's so rude.
I'm still on speakerphone, aren't
He goes,
I?
did you take me off? He goes, yeah, no, we took you off. Well, good. The time is not. And I'm still on speakerphone, aren't I?
I'll start laughing.
That scene fucking kills me. I love
Yeah,
that shit.
That's good.
And the continuing gag of them doing that, where they're like, no, dude, no, you're fine. We're on your side. Yeah, absolutely. The old gods. Yeah, dude. Yeah, old gods and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, I had some criticisms towards it too. Just
Ooh, please.
some cringy, corny little moments throughout the movie. And that
Really?
was actually one of them. That fucking weird dialogue he was given, and then the speakerphone thing. I just kind of thought, dude, come on. Come on.
That's kind of the point of the movie.
I mean, I know it gives it a charm.
It's an
and-
homage, and no, it's not necessarily a charm. It's more so them pointing out the fact that these are weird aspects. Every horror movie has that guy, but these are the only people that are like, come on, that dude can't be serious. Are you guys for real? Like this crazy dude at the gas station.
Last time
Yeah.
I talked about the masterpiece that is Until Dawn. Yeah, that movie has the gas station guy that's really weird at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it plays it completely straight, too.
Yeah.
And it's like, of course, that trope is still going on.
It's such a fucking strong trope. I mean, it makes sense why it's a trope because it
Yeah,
works.
it
It
does.
sets the tone so
Yeah.
well with almost no dialogue.
It sets you on edge from the get-go.
So I think that it's not necessarily cheesy as much as it's meant to poke fun at the fact that in other movies, nobody says anything about it. In other movies, they're like, oh, we'll ignore that creepy dude.
Yeah.
This
I mean,
crazy guy.
The whole movie is a meta for the horror scene at large, for all of these horror movies.
It's the same thing that I think makes the motorcycle jump so funny.
Yeah.
Because that's not a funny scene. But you know, everybody that saw that laughed.
Yeah.
Everybody saw it fucking cracked up when he starts tumbling down that wall. It's funny because the context gives it the opportunity to not be scary, whereas most horror movies would have played that as a straight scene, that it was terrifying.
Right.
But
yeah, see, laughed at the bike jump and he hit that wall. I was like, ah, shit, I forgot about that.
Exactly, which is so great
yeah,
too,
that's
because
why it's so funny.
we already know that force field is there, but enough time has passed that whenever he makes that jump and he hits it, it's like,
Oh, yeah.
The reason you forget is
Oh.
because they changed the world in such jarring ways in other
Yeah.
places that you forget about this not so jarring change. Because that
Exactly.
change with the eagle feels like a throwaway at this point because
Yeah.
it was so far removed from the technicality of these other things happening, you know?
yeah.
There was a couple little moments that I thought, like, dude, that was corny, but I wasn't taking notes at the time, and I was trying to think of them throughout the movie.
Is one of them the scene where Jules has to make out with the wolf in the
that
living
is
room?
the very first one, and that is when I started taking notes. Yeah.
I
was-
love that scene to me because I was actually the first time I watched it, I remember feeling like, oh my god, that wolf is about to bite this bitch's fucking face off.
I was
didn't
waiting for
think that at
something as
all.
well, yeah.
Dude, I was so ready for her to get her face mauled off immediately the first time I saw it.
I didn't think that at all. I just kind of started thinking, like, what the fuck? What are we doing? What is this? And the fucking pothead character is like, oh, yeah, dude. And
Well-
whatever.
My favorite
And
thing
then they all
about that,
clap?
my favorite thing
Yeah.
about that scene is the end of it when Marty, the pothead, is essentially like, wait, we're clapping for this?
Why are we doing this?
Wait,
Yeah.
I thought this was supposed to be like a shitty joke.
even though he was the only one, like, hell yeah, dude.
Again, that's the weed. He's seeing through the matrix.
I think my phone auto-corrected something because it says Potato's head finds camera. Oh, the pothead's... The
pothead finds a camera in his
that
room.
camera in his room, yeah, and he's
And
like,
he goes, I'm on a
"Oh, dude,
reality show.
my parents are gonna know I'm a burnout." And I thought, dude, that's what you're fucking worried about right now?
Yeah, dude, that's what I'd be worried about.
Your fucking head,
Connor,
your friend's
Connor,
head was
Connor.
just delivered to you.
Connor,
And you're
you-
like, oh, my parents.
Yeah, Connor, if you think that it's a game show and you think the head you just caught was fake, you're going to think, oh, fuck, I've been smoking weed this whole time and it's on camera. I'm going to
Yeah.
lose my scholarship.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I feel like that's a
Still,
normal.
that's
I feel like that's a very normal
I think
person
that's
thought.
pretty normal.
Yeah.
That didn't take me too much out
Yeah,
of it.
because if you think everything is fake and it's all staged to get your reaction, you're going to be thinking, oh, fuck, what else did they see when I didn't know about these hidden cameras?
I mean, I guess you're right, but in that moment, watching that movie, I was kind of like, dude, that's dumb.
I also love his little moment where he's like, "Oh, so I'm your little puppet, doing your little puppet dance."
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
I was actually about to say that the scene leading up to that, the Pop-Tart scene.
Yeah.
Do you remember in the kitchen?
I don't think I remember Pop-Tarts.
Let me pull it up real quick. I love Marty calling the other dude out for saying it's the wind. So you know when the hatch door opens and the jock guy goes, "Oh, must have been the wind," and Marty goes, "What kind of fucking wind?"
Yeah. We're inside.
Yeah, he goes, "What kind of fucking wind?" And then the next scene is him and Jules in the kitchen talking about how stoned he is, and he says, "I swear it's like they're trying to manipulate what we think. We're puppets." And she goes, "Puppets?" And he goes, "Pop-Tarts? Did you say Pop-Tarts?" We have Pop-Tarts? Where are the Pop-Tarts?
That's
total,
funny.
total god.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
he catches that same thought again in his room. He goes, "We're like little puppets doing our puppet dance."
I think that was the same scene where he finds the camera, too.
I believe so.
It's
yeah.
right before it, because then he gets surprised by Chris Hemsworth, Thor, and they run inside and they get
Thor.
locked. Yeah, and
Which
they-
was filmed before he
it
filmed
was
Thor.
but
Came
he's
out
still
after.
Thor. Yeah. But when they run into their rooms, Chris Hemsworth, Thor, decides to split up, and then they split up. But that's when Marty finds the camera because he gets locked in his room and he knocks over the lamp and goes, "What?"
Yeah, and he was like, they hit him with that gas. He's like, this isn't right. We need to split up. And Homeboy was like, what? Why? And then everyone else is just kind of like,
Yeah,
okay,
you're right,
yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
Because again, everyone else has been affected by the pheromones and the shit that they're having in the air and everything.
But that man
But
has
Marty-
no oxygen in his lungs. It's all reefer. And you know what? He said it
We
best.
saves lives, man.
And he said it best.
That's true.
What do you want from me? I'm living in a world of reefer. You remember?
True. Yeah, absolutely.
I have to point the scene out when he says, "I dare you to make out with that moose over there," and everybody goes, "Marty, that's not a moose." And he goes, "What do you want from me? I'm living in a world of reefer."
There was a scene towards the end of the movie where the people that are controlling the whole thing are already celebrating. They think it's over. And there's a girl sitting in one of the older dudes' lap, and she's like, "Man, I wish I could do what you do. You're so brilliant," or whatever. And he just goes, "It would have been cooler with a merman." And that was another moment I kind of felt like, what the fuck? What do you mean?
Do you
It would've
remember?
been
You
cooler
don't.
with a merman?
You don't.
Did you-
hold on,
hang on,
hold
hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Do you wanna?
Did you watch the movie?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So do you
And
remember?
I think it's gonna relate to the scene where they go down into that door that opened up by the wind and they pick something up.
It does.
You know?
It so much does. You didn't pay
But
attention.
even
so
before
remember,
that,
yeah, right.
I got up a couple times.
Remember?
throughout the movie. That was
Okay.
one of the
Okay.
times.
So right before that, you know how they're taking their bets,
Yeah.
and he says, "You bet on the merman again?" And he goes, "Yeah." You know, the older guy who's balding goes, "Did you bet on the merman again?" And the guy with hair goes, "Yeah." And you see his name next to the merman on the board.
Yeah.
And then you see them go down into the little basement, right? And when the guy picks up the conch shell and he starts to blow into it, and then the other girl summons Buckner, he goes, "Damn it! I thought it was going to be the merman this time."
Okay, that makes it.
That's
make
the
a little bit
no.
of
That's the
sense then.
second call out. The third call out is the one you're talking about, right? The
Yeah.
fourth call out is when the merman eats his face.
Yeah, see, I actually have a note about that where he fucking looks up and he's like,
Oh,
"Oh, man.
come on. Really?
Kind of like that's the line you gave him. Oh man,
Because
And
that's
then
the
he
one.
dives.
That's the one he's been wanting to see for years. He's
Forever,
been hoping
yeah.
somebody summons the merman, and they never did. And then he realizes,
And then he
Oh,
dies from
fuck.
the man.
Yeah.
I mean, what an honor. You know, that's fucking
poetic.
No better way to go
Yeah,
out.
poetic.
And
I did think
besides-
it was funny. The homegirl bet on zombies, and he's like, no, these are crazy redneck zombies. Totally different
Pain
species.
zombies.
No,
Yeah.
crazy redneck family pain zombies. They're very different. Not the
Very
same thing at all.
different
species.
Yeah, no, not the same thing at all. You know, if you bet on this, you're gonna have to split that with engineering, right? They always bet on this.
Maintenance.
This used to be maintenance.
And I love that that's the one that it ended up being too.
That's why they always bet on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the throwaway line where he goes, "Man, they've gotten it 3 years in a row." I love watching the entire staff boo and go, "Come on!" Whenever they summon the redneck torture family zombies, they end up killing them.
Yeah.
They're all so upset that these people are gonna die from redneck torture family killing zombies or whatever the fuck they are.
See, there was a scene where the pothead and the one other girl. What is the pothead's name? I keep calling him
Marty.
Marty, and then the other girl that survived with him throughout most of the movie are like bunkering down inside of like the glass,
The
little
glass
case room.
elevator thingy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and all of those like SWAT team members are inside of the elevator room, and then the elevators open up and everything swarms in there, and blood just goes everywhere. That was another moment that I kind of thought, okay, come on, this is just everything happening at once.
I love.
and
You didn't watch the movie, did you? Did you see right before that when she sees the emergency facility override button?
Yeah,
And she
yeah,
flips it and she
yeah,
hits it so
yeah.
that it unlocks all the doors?
Yeah, yeah.
You know that those monsters are specifically engineered to be as gory and horrific as possible.
Yeah, and there was just,
And just
so much blood.
Yeah, but just one of them could make a bloody mess of an entire cabin with 3 people in it. Imagine
I'm
what they do
sure.
to 20 SWAT team members if there's 100 of them.
And it seemed like there was like continuous waves of SWAT
Yeah,
and monsters and
the
SWAT
elevators.
and monsters.
So you see the elevators come down and 6 doors open, and then another 6 doors open, and it just keeps letting out monsters until they're
Yeah.
all empty.
and
Can
then
you
that bat thing.
tell me why they need that button?
I can tell you why they need that button, actually. Would you believe it's for the plot?
Oh, I love that the button is so goddamn big
It's-
too. It says
dude.
"System Purge" in giant letters.
Also, did you notice that there's no glass
Big
case
button.
on it? They didn't
It's
have
just
to
right there, ready to go.
They didn't have to flip open a glass case or put a key in. They just had to flip the 2 red switches and hit the big red button.
I feel like I remember seeing them flip open a thing and hit it, but maybe
They had there
I'm
were
making
2
that up.
switches right next to it, and then she flips them, and then she just smacks the button. And I love that it's so fucking easy to ruin the world.
If you're gonna have a system purge for whatever reason, why would it purge right into where
Well,
you're at? Why
also,
would it not
why
purge
did
them
you-
out into a fucking
Also,
volcano or something?
Why did you leave the door to the most secure room in the facility unlocked? It was open and unlocked, and they walked into a bulletproof room that controls everything. Also, why didn't they stay in there?
The bat.
had
well,
to
hey,
leave
hey,
Batman.
Didn't the
Man
bat
bat.
break in as they were leaving, though?
No.
Right before
That's
it.
why.
Oh,
That's
okay,
why,
I
yeah.
see. In my brain, for some reason, I'm thinking they're leaving and then it busts in, but that makes sense.
No.
Yeah. But in that same scene, actually, before we get too far away from it,
Didn't Homegirl do something? Because that bat was about to jump at him, and then I think Homegirl did something that distracted him.
she shoots it a bunch because she's got that handgun, right?
Is that what it
I think
was?
she
That might
just,
have
I
been
think
it.
she just goes pop, 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 and they run away.
That might have been it.
Yeah.
Bat's not dead because it
It flies
gets-
right back
yeah,
out.
goes
It flies
right
back out.
Yeah.
That was right before the unicorn scene. Like a
Yeah.
second later, you see the unicorn impale that dude.
Yeah, I just tried to reenact it and slammed into the mic.
This is from a little earlier in the movie, but I love the scene of Thor taking a shear blade to the shoulder, standing up in the background, ripping it out, and going to stab that. He was about to fucking murder that guy before he got hit in the back with a bear trap.
Oh,
He's Thor.
But I love that
what are you
scene.
gonna do?
I love that scene because in theory, if there weren't more than one zombie around, I bet he could have taken him.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
You see the fire in his eyes. He rips the shear blade out and he starts walking towards him.
There's that scene.
I want to see that movie.
There's that scene where Marty's getting suspicious and he's standing outside of the cabin and it's dark and you see a zombie walking up towards him, but then that guy fucking slams, we gotta get
And
inside.
clotheslines him.
It scared the shit out of me.
I love that scene because I love watching Thor clothesline a 12-year-old girl.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah.
He just clotheslined her.
Dude, he bodies that fucking girl like it's nothing. And he doesn't even look back at her. He just bodies her and screams,
And
we
then they
gotta
move.
go.
Yeah.
We got her.
Thor
Fucking
is
nerd.
such a good fucking leader that without the pheromones, he would have led them through that whole thing and they would have won.
Absolutely.
You know
Because
it.
he's smart.
He is.
Yeah.
He's not just strong. He's an
a
academic.
scholar.
Yeah.
Yes. He's a scholar.
He's a sociology major.
But on the elevator scene, I think that scene is honestly iconic in a way that very few other horror movies from that time could do. Because that was the time where there was a horror movie every other weekend. Jake probably remembers this more than you. But during the 2010s leading into the 2015s, there was 60 horror movies a year.
I'm going to tell you, man. We're back.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
It's the same now.
It is.
There's a horror movie coming out every
Yeah.
week.
But you
All
remember
year
some
long.
of the slop that was coming out.
Oh,
back
there's still
then.
slop now. Don't worry. But yes, I do remember.
There are very few movies from that era that I think have a scene that withstands time the way that scene does, even when it's outside of the movie. If you take it out of the horror, it's a hilarious scene. You put it in the horror, it's a horrifying scene, you know? That scene really does withstand the test of time, in my opinion. I still see it pop up occasionally, all kinds of places.
Which scene exactly?
The elevator scene.
Okay.
The one that you hate.
The
big
one where the
bloody mess room.
ding, and then...
Yeah. And that's the one I kind of first noticed that I was like, oh damn, this has like a little bit of something from each fucking movie.
Well, if you pay close attention to the scene where you see all of them in their boxes, you'll notice that there's stuff from Left 4 Dead, there's stuff from Alien, there's stuff from Predator, there's
Yeah,
stuff
I
from the
did
Anaconda
notice.
series, there's stuff from Pinhead, both the
Yeah.
original 1 and 2.
I was going to say there's so many Easter eggs in that. I mean, you can see the little girls from The Shining.
There's
in
two.
there.
Yeah.
There
I'm
are
sure there are
200
some that I didn't
confirmed
even know.
Easter egg monsters in
Yeah.
that movie.
How
You had-
many?
200 confirmed.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
so not all of them you see in action, but you see a scene of them, like the Left 4 Dead. There are two different monsters: the Wretch and the Spitter. What's the big shoulder like?
Charger? Is that what he's called? Or the tank?
I think he's called the
Tank.
Jock, actually.
Oh, the jockey?
No, the jockey is the one that jumps on you.
Yeah.
Okay, then it's
You
not
run
that
around.
one. It's the big guy. But both of them are in that scene where you see the little squares. And I
Yeah.
love that because the attention to detail shows that the people that made this movie wanted to make something that people like them would enjoy.
Yeah.
They didn't want to make a movie for producers. They didn't want to make a movie for cinema reviewers. They wanted to make a movie for horror fans.
And he succeeded.
God damn right, dude. That shit's fucking golden.
Yeah. Connor, you're wrong. This movie's phenomenal.
I thought it was good.
Also, the werewolf fake out at the end. So fucking good. Oh my God. That shit's. I think that's one of the best horror movie fake outs ever.
I also just love that it's a dude.
Yeah.
They went practical. That you
It's
can
a
tell
guy
that
in a
is a
suit.
dude in a really well-made suit.
Oh, and
but you
he's-
can
he-
tell that
dude.
it's not CG.
And
Like,
you
that
know
is a
he's on
guy.
stilts.
Yeah.
You know he's at least half a foot stilts, and that shit must be tough to run in. And you see him run downstairs in it. Yeah. I also love that the werewolf ignores the girl that's about to die. Or not the girl, ignores the guy that's about to die because he knows that dude's not worth it. And just beelines for the other one. So good.
I feel like I remember seeing the werewolf, but I don't remember anything that it does.
You don't remember almost one of the most pivotal scenes in the movie that takes
Right-
place
right at the very end,
because
when
of
they're
the
in the
werewolf.
chamber.
The only reason that the movie has a not so happy ending is because the werewolf, without the werewolf, Sigourney Weaver would have killed the guy and it would have
She
been
has
fine.
the gun on Marty, and
she's about to shoot.
I
Yeah, no, she's
remember
about to
that,
shoot
yeah,
Marty.
and then the
Marty
werewolf attacks
turns
her.
around. Marty sees the werewolf, and Marty whispers something.
And he
He
said-
whispers, "I'm sorry."
Yeah, he
I
said,
don't
I'm,
think he-
I'm sorry I let you get attacked
Yeah.
by a werewolf.
No. Before
afterwards.
that. That's
Okay.
after. He whispers something. I think he says something like, "I'm sorry" or "I get it," and then the werewolf bites this bitch's shoulder, and she goes, "Pa pa 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 pa," and they fight, and then and then they roll around, and Sigourney Weaver and her beat the shit out of each other before they toss Sigourney Weaver into the void.
down
Hell
to
yeah.
the ancient gods.
Yeah.
I love that Sigourney Weaver shows up for 5 minutes of
0.5
screen time
seconds.
and just does a big exposition dump and then leaves.
Dude,
That
Sigourney
mu-
Weaver's so good for that, though. She was the perfect cameo for that slot.
She was on set for one day and probably
If
got
that.
a fat
Dude,
stack.
I guarantee that was a 2, maybe 3 take shot. I bet she was there for one afternoon.
That room that you're talking about with the abyss underneath, and they fought in there and whatever. That kind of reminded me of the movie they fought, or the room that they fought in the first Blade movie.
Yeah.
You remember the very end where they're fighting, and he shoots them with all those little vials and whatever.
Yeah, we're talking about a much better movie.
I'm just saying, that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
Making references to other shit, connecting pieces.
That's good. That's some good stuff.
Whatever, Kiba.
What would you give Blade out of 10?
It's been a long time since I've seen it. I was a fan of it as a kid. For the first one, I'd probably say another 7 out of 10.
Dude, I'm muting him.
Damn it.
He's not participating the rest of the podcast.
Better than Cabin in the Woods. Wow.
Hey, before we end off on this, I gotta say I love movies with not happy endings, and this is one of those movies that has a very realistically toned ending. Because there's no way to fix that. You know she's not turning to her left and popping Marty.
I forgot. I was going to say, you said something about you don't know why this gave that gave this an unhappy ending and whatever. And I would think what gave it an unhappy ending is the very last second of the movie where that giant comes out of the ground and fucking slams the earth.
No,
the earth is done.
Hey,
and that's
Connor,
unhappy because...
Why? Yeah, Connor, why is that unhappy? What causes that?
Homeboy surviving, right?
Yeah. So if, for instance, the werewolf hadn't attacked and she had shot Marty, we had a happy ending.
I don't know, man.
So that werewolf attack.
we actually do know.
We do know. We actually know. We actually do know that she was going to shoot him. So we know for a fact, Connor, look at me, both eyes. Hey, bud. We know for a fact that if she shot Marty, we'd have a happy ending, and that she would have shot Marty if the werewolf hadn't attacked her, and she wouldn't have wasted the last of the bullets, leaving her with none left to kill Marty at the end.
I have 2 questions. Didn't Homegirl die by the end of the movie?
The version?
Technically.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she gets killed by the old
ancient
ones.
god.
Yeah.
So that meant that Marty was the last technical survivor.
I mean, they both died at the same time.
No,
it
doesn't matter who the last survivor. Oh, it does matter if she survives, but if he doesn't die at all, it's over.
I was going to say,
he
why...
needs to die before midnight. Midnight hits, he doesn't die. That's why they reach up and kill her.
Why did it have to be him that died? Why couldn't it have been the other girl?
Because that's the way the old gods want it. And that's why they've been doing this ritual this way for hundreds of years. They want to watch certain sacrifices die in a certain order to entertain them. And if they're not entertained, they're going to take the world back. They were not entertained, thus they are taking the world back.
The real answer is because it is a commentary on every horror movie that has ever existed. There's always the final girl. Halloween, you have Jamie Lee Curtis.
Also,
she survives, everyone else dies.
It's also a commentary, like he was saying, on the fact that the comedic relief does not ever make it.
Yeah.
There is no horror movie where the comedic relief survives. That's the reason the comedic relief exists, so that you have the gut-wrenching death near the end of the movie to take away the last of your hope.
And the reason that the, big air quotes, horror character dies first is because, as a commentary in every horror movie,
the strongest guy's got to go.
Well, the horror dies first because whenever you have sex in movies, you die.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th, the characters go off to the bunk, they have sex, they die.
Well,
that happens time and time again, and so again, it's part of a meta commentary on
it's
all
not
these
just
movies.
that, it's also that the strong person needs to have something taken away from them so they become strong, and then they can be taken away. Because you can have, like, Rick Grimes in The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Imagine that he didn't have that commentary on his wife being stolen by his best friend during the first season, and he had no reason to step up and become Rick Grimes. Then he dies, and it means nothing to us.
Okay.
So the whore being taken, which is Thor's girlfriend, gives him the ability to step up and take the reins before he gets killed as well.
Now it's personal.
Yeah, because we need a strong guy to get killed, or it doesn't show you the stakes of how strong the enemy really is,
Yeah.
Because if everybody's weak little bitch boys and they all die, then, we're all going to be thinking, what if a dude with a gun showed up and just killed the bad guy? You know what I mean? Because that's some shit you would say.
Why didn't a guy with a gun show up?
Dude, I don't think they knew what those were.
You don't think they knew what guns were?
No, there are no guns in this movie.
What about all the SWAT team?
I really thought I was going to get... You saw it. We were both looking at you. I was hoping you'd go, yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, no, you're totally
That's
right.
not fucking true. You just talked about homegirl didn't shoot homeboy.
This
and that
movie...
gave it an unhappy ending.
This movie came out and... to no aplomb. Like, I mean, it came out.
It was a critical failure at launch.
Yeah.
Really?
I actually don't know about critical. Commercial, for sure.
But with the cult following it developed,
Yeah.
it's made so much headway in terms of just being a monument for horror in the last 10 years.
So this movie came out. I remember going to the movies and, like, seeing the poster for it and being like, "What? I don't know what this is." Whatever,
Another
whatever.
generic horror movie.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then whenever it came to, DVD and whatever, it went to streaming, it started to pick up a cult following. And my girlfriend at the time, we sat down and watched it on Netflix or whatever. And we were both big horror fans, so I was very surprised that she did not like it. But I immediately just grabbed on and was like, holy shit, this is a
special,
fucking perfect movie.
This is special. This is a movie that's not made for cinema fans. This is a movie made for movie fans.
For horror movie fans specifically.
People who understand the tropes of horror.
Yeah,
Brooke.
I was blown away.
Brooke didn't really like it either, and she was saying it was just too difficult to follow and too much was happening.
And it is a movie that is much more rewarding on a second viewing. Once you know the twist and once you know what is happening, you can pick up on all these little things.
It absolutely is.
That
And
makes sense.
it's also a movie that on the second viewing, you can afford yourself more time for scrutiny.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I remember also there was an interview with the director, Drew Goddard. And it was at a Q&A, and someone had asked him, if he had ideas for a sequel, and he goes, did you see the end of my movie?
There is no...
I was like, what the hell do you mean sequel?
Maybe a prequel
I was
that
gonna say,
shows
you
a
could do a
previous
prequel,
year, but maybe a year that succeeds and all the people do die. But there's
Right.
literally no room for people either not all getting killed or after.
It's like-
Everyone before this, we know they all died,
Yeah.
or we wouldn't have gotten here. And everyone after this, we know they're already dead.
Yeah, the old gods came back.
If they did
World's done.
If they did a prequel, I feel like that's how it would have to go.
Well, yeah, everybody dies.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
dies
Well,
in
that's what I
order.
was
Or
saying.
there's a
It's quite
final girl
literally,
left.
we know that if it happens before this, everyone dies.
Yeah.
And like he said, except for the girl, because
Yeah.
the virgin can survive.
Yeah.
But then the question, oh, fuck, that sets up a great prequel idea. The virgin that did survive.
What happens there?
What is she doing to try to figure out how to
What the hell happened to her friends?
Yeah, how does she figure out how to cope with the experience that she's had? How does she talk to people who were investigating this? What do you tell the family and friends of the 5 people that are dead?
She will probably
that's-
never heal.
that's-
She'll go to therapy.
That's a lot of...
Sigourney Weaver was a survivor.
I was going to say, that is all of these horror movie sequels. That's Halloween 2. That's Scream 2.
It could be a prequel giving Sigourney Weaver the spot as a survivor, and that's
Yeah.
how she becomes a part of the fucking facility.
Yeah, great movie. Great movie. I love it. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I think it's in my top 10 favorite horror movies, and I think it will always be there.
I believe on a earlier podcast you said it is in your top 3 movies of all time.
Idiot.
But in
Get
my
your
top
facts
10
straight.
horror movies.
So there are at least 9 other horror movies that are higher than it.
No,
your
there are
top
at least
5?
9 other horror movies on the list with it.
So where is it at in your top 10 horror?
You guys will have to tune into a future podcast. to
God
find out.
damn it. He got us, Connor. He got us.
Next time
That
on
means-
Dragon Ball Z.
That means I'm gonna have to watch more movies.
Dun 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 dun.
Hey, guys, do you want to play some games?
Oh God,
Shit,
please.
yeah, absolutely.
Here at the Totally Not a Podcast, we like to play games. It's true.
We
Connor
do.
loves it.
I love it.
Connor, right now you are at 48 Jake Bucks. Kiba, you are at 68. It is first to 85 Jake Bucks. That is the winner. It might happen today.
It
Kiba
could.
is
Might
very
not,
confident
though.
that it will.
It might not, though.
It might not.
Might not,
It
though.
He might piss it all away. Who knows? It's happened before.
I have games ready.
We are going to play one of our oldest games. We played it on the very first podcast. It's Back of the Box Trivia.
Oh, I love
Back
this
of the
game.
Box
Shut up,
trivia.
Connor. You know what this is.
Oh.
You know what this is, right? You remember
I'm
this?
pretty sure,
Where he's
yeah.
reading the back of game boxes,
we have to
and
tell
we
him
have
what
to,
it is.
yeah, if it's real or not.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all real.
Shit.
Shut up, Jake. Stop. Fucking you're ruining my chances of winning.
So I have a bunch of game cases. Remember those? Remember whenever you used to go out and buy physical discs?
No, I don't.
Dude, I used to love those days.
People still do it, believe it or not.
No way.
Yeah, I guarantee
You're
it.
lying to me.
Not even a little bit. So I have the back of several video games. I will read it. You have to tell me what game it is. This is just, once you know it, you call that shit out, scream it out into the ether. If you get it right, you get some Jake Bucks. If you don't, well, nothing really happens. Are you
Get made
ready
fun of.
for the first one?
So ready.
Break skateboarding boundaries. Skate as the legendary blank, or choose from a roster of all the original
Tony Hawk Underground.
of all the original and new pro skaters. Show off your style and creativity with upgraded Create a Park and Create a Skater
Tony Hawk's Pro
features.
Tony
Skater.
Hawk Pro Skater Remake 1 and 2.
There it is. There it
I
is.
said that first.
You didn't say 1 and 2.
You shouldn't have to. The blurb is the same.
I knew it wasn't.
For Tony Hawk Pro Skater, those games are old.
Yeah.
The back of the box is different.
I don't know if you could create.
There
a
is
skater
no back
then.
in the box now. There is no box.
There's right here. There's a box right here.
That's not a box. That's an iPhone.
God damn it.
I don't know if the original
Shut
1 and
up,
2 had
Connor.
a Create a Skater option either.
Pretty sure they did.
It very well may have.
I'm pretty
but
sure
I
they
don't remember.
did. Because I know that these
Actually,
were a
no.
faithful remake.
I know number 2 did, actually. I don't know if the first one did. It probably did.
I feel like I should have got that one. I feel
I
like
can
I should.
see how you
Connor,
would think
Connor,
that,
give me
but
that
here
one.
we are.
Tell him to give it to me.
No, absolutely not.
Here's the second one. The Creed rises over
Assassin's
Japan.
Creed. Black Flag. Assassin's Creed Shadows.
There
Ah,
it is.
damn it, I was thinking of it. What's the word after
Connor.
Assassin's Creed? That's funny.
It's on my wall right now.
Also, that's the whole entire blurb on the back of the box.
Are you serious?
The Creed rises over Japan.
So I called it at the perfect time.
That's funny.
Oh, good job. Good job.
I was like, oh, what's
God,
that
I feel like
second word?
I feel like I'm blowing this fucking mic out
You
sometimes.
probably are.
Yeah.
You probably are. I'll love that in the edit.
Oh, I can't
I
wait.
love that in the edit.
Here's the third one. Become the super weapon of gods and kings. Experience an epic cinematic story of the blank's rage in Blank.
God of War 3.
id Software's prequel to the critically acclaimed Blank and Blank.
The Witcher 3,
Step into the blood-stained boots
Dragons of Dogma.
of the Blank in this never-before-seen dark and sinister medieval war against hell.
Doom Dark Ages.
There it is. Doom Dark Ages.
As soon as you said hell, it clicked with me. I was like, yeah.
Yep.
I don't
Gods
think-
and Kings.
I don't think I would have gotten that one. I was like, dude, what is
Well, you didn't get that one.
Yeah, yeah.
I got the 3 part right.
I guess technically it is the third game. Yeah.
Technically, it's the 7th game.
No. Those other ones don't count. All right, next one. Tomorrow comes.
Gross.
There it is. Lead the expedition. Break the cycle. Master a unique reactive turn-based combat system. Discover a hauntingly beautiful world. Lead the members of the Blank on their quest to destroy the Blank so that she can never paint death again.
Final Fantasy Tactics.
Explore a world of wonders inspired by Blank.
Kingdom Hearts 256/1.
There are no tactics in that game. You just randomly button that.
And battle fantastical enemies in this original turn-based RPG.
Yeah, dude, I got nothing.
I got nothing. I am not a fan.
Baldur's Gate 3.
It is a new game. It's phenomenal.
I'm not even a little bit of a fan of turn-based stuff.
It's a new turn-based game. Yeah, I got nothing, man. I'm sorry. I wanted to say Dragons of Dogma, but no, that's not turn-based.
Wow, that's a shame. That's a whiff, guys. That's a whiff. It is
a whiff.
Clair Obscure Expedition 33.
What? That's turn-based?
It's turn-based. Yeah, the combat is.
Never would have
Beautiful.
guessed
Bro, what?
God, it's so good. God, it's the best game anyone has ever made.
that. Really?
You should do
It's actually really good.
You should
It's
do a
actually
playthrough
really-
for the channel.
Oh, it would be dog shit.
That's
It would be
okay.
dog- That's not
That's
a good
fine.
game for your content. It's dog shit.
Yeah, but you
So
could do
good.
you could do a playthrough though.
So
Just you playing the game. Yeah.
All right, ready for the next one? For every choice, a consequence. Imagine a world where every choice and action determines what you become, where you evolve in real time based on every little thing you do. Blank is an RPG action adventure
Pal World.
unlike any you've ever dreamed of.
Fable.
Fable.
Oh, shit. No
You didn't
way.
even ask
Yeah.
him which fucking one.
It's the first one. Fable
So
1.
Fable won.
Yeah.
So Fable.
Yeah, but you fucking penalized me, you piece of shit.
Because he said Fable. The name of the game is Fable.
Yeah,
But it's
not called
Fable
If I-
1.
It's not
If-
called Fable 1. It's just called Fable.
It is true. If I had Fable 2, Fable would not have counted. You would have had to say 2. Get fucked on, Kiba. Get fucked on.
He's wearing those squinty ass binoculars right now.
He really is. All right, here's the next one. Winner of over 80 awards.
Connor's a bitch.
Yeah, a little bit.
Bring us the girl. Wipe away the debt. Okay.
Bioshock 3. Infinite.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
did
no,
it.
that does make sense.
Yeah,
that does
that's
make
the
sense.
famous line that they keep
Yeah.
saying over and over and over and over and over and over. Yeah, hell yeah, hell
I
yeah.
I never listened to the dialogue in that game.
It's so good. That game's so fucking good.
I brought that game up recently. I want to say in the last podcast. Oh,
I
no.
think
I think
it was
in a game.
Yeah, I think
Metal
it was
Gear.
the game we recorded last week.
Yeah.
You said it was the most beautiful game you'd ever seen.
You did
That
actually.
was the first answer.
No,
I came up with.
seriously, you did. You
Yeah.
said that it was the prettiest game you had ever seen.
The next one. Trust your guts.
Guts and Glory.
I'm zooming. In the immediate aftermath
Enhanced
of
zoom.
Blank, the fate of the world rests on your shoulders.
In the immediate aftermath of Blank.
The fate of the world rests on your shoulders.
Fallout 76.
With everything on the line, Blank must defy orders to save their besieged world from a horrifying new enemy. Nothing is off limits in this blockbuster prequel to one of the most
Gears
celebrated
of War Reloaded.
to one of the most celebrated franchises in gaming history. Crafted for
I don't remember the Gears of War, the new Gears of War's last name.
crafted for Blank fans, experience the most intense Blank campaign with up to 4 players.
Yeah, it's the new Gears of War.
I'm
It's
drawing
the
a
Call
blank.
of Duty Black Ops 7.
No, absolutely not. It's way older than that.
It's an older game. It's not the new Gears of War.
Xbox 360.
Huh.
Take on the most terrifying villain of Blank with a new team and an expanded arsenal of weapons. All new class-based overrun and survival modes redefine cooperative Blank gameplay.
God damn, I have no idea.
I know it's not.
Kiba's very close.
It's not Bulletstorm.
No, Kiba.
It's not Gears of War.
It's not Darksiders, is it?
No, it's not Darksiders. Darksiders not 4-player.
Kiba's very close.
I think it's Gears of War. Just
I
which
think it's
one?
Gears of War.
Gears of War.
I don't
Gears of
know.
War 1. Gears of War 2.
It's the prequel.
Gears of War.
Judgment Day.
Judgment.
Yeah,
Fuck!
Connor got it.
God damn it! I was
Connor
literally.
fucking got it.
I was literally locked eyes with Jake saying it when you said that. You fuck.
I didn't even know for sure that was a Gears of War title. I
That
just
is, yeah.
kinda threw
Gears
it
of War
out there a
Judgment
little
Day
bit.
is the prequel title where it's Baird and Cole on their mission to procure the.
It really doesn't matter because the game was big.
Hammer
okay.
of Dawn. Hammer of Dawn. And they're on trial because of the war crimes they committed against the citizens of Sarah.
All right, next one. It's in your blood. A month and a half have passed since the Mansion Lab incident,
Is it going to be Resident Evil Outbreak?
but the secrets come back to haunt you in
Resident Evil Code Zero.
in the next terrifying chapter
Resident Evil
of the
2.
Blank series.
Resident Evil 3.
It's Resident Evil 3.
Just throwing them out.
Resident Evil 3 Nemesis.
Yeah, there it is. There it fucking is.
I would have never gotten.
Believe it or not, that's actually in like 3 of the Resident Evil games. So I was like, I got to figure out which one of these 3 it is.
Did I get the point for Gears of War?
Yes, you got the
Shit.
yes, you got the
Absolutely
point
you
for
did.
Gears of War. Even though I was locked eyes with
Shit.
Jake saying it. I said, and you said Judgment Day.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I did. Before you said it.
That's as violent as I can be towards you. It's the most I can do. I'm sorry.
At least on. Well, I guess we're not on camera.
The galaxy's last line of offense. Enlist in the Galactic Peacekeepers.
It's
and-
gonna be Helldivers 2.
Yeah, bitch.
My first thought was Destiny.
I thought Mass Effect first, but then it became Helldivers 2 real quick when he said Enlist. Because there are only 2 enlistment games, Helldivers and Starship Troopers. And nobody fucking plays Starship Troopers.
Absolutely not. Last one. Rival nations are secretly developing weapons that could threaten the future of mankind.
Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Deep in the jungle, an elite soldier must.
Metal Gear
Crisis.
Solid 3 Delta Remake.
No.
Crisis
I was
1.
like, no fucking way, really?
Crisis 1.
Oh, that's hilarious. An elite soldier must combine stealth with survival to infiltrate the enemy
Far Cry.
and stop a weapon of mass destruction from triggering the largest full-scale war.
Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker?
Something. Metal Gear Solid 1. Metal Gear Solid 2.
No.
Metal Gear.
No, there's only
Metal
one
Gear
Metal Gear
2.
in the jungle, big dog.
Metal Gear Solid Snake.
There's
Metal
only one Metal
Gear-
Gear in the jungle, big dog. So you're kind of like picking just maybe
The largest
target.
full-scale war the world has ever seen. Go behind enemy lines in this riveting story of peace, love, and war.
Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater?
Yeah! It's not Delta, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, big
it was
dog.
the original.
Sorry.
That's
Yeah.
why I started to say hell yeah, and then you said Delta at the end and ruined it.
Yeah.
See, I thought you were doing that as I'm like, hell yeah, you got it, and then just kind of.
I mean, I was,
Because of what I said.
and then you pissed it away. Connor, you
Yeah.
got 8 Jake bucks.
Nice.
Kiba, you got 10.
Yeah.
You're getting really close. You're getting really close.
Like
this
I
next
said.
game, you might fucking take it, man.
Thanks for the W, big dog.
And that brings us to our second game. We played it before, I think only once. Kiba actually did really poorly at it, so Connor, this is your chance to shine.
I normally do.
This is Taboo.
I remember this, but I don't remember this.
I don't remember shit about this.
I remember the name, but I don't remember the game.
I will send you a word.
Oh! Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there
okay.
are 5 taboo words that you cannot say.
Yeah.
And you have to get the other person to say your word.
Yeah.
You can't say any of the taboo words.
Yeah.
You can't say any part of your word.
Yeah.
And you have to get the other one to say it. This is a cooperative game. You will both get points on a correct answer. I am sending it to you right now.
Dude, if you don't fucking send it to me right this goddamn second, I'm gonna come in my jeans.
The
I
word,
swear to God.
the words in parentheses are your taboo words. You cannot say them. All right. You have 15 seconds and go.
Gathering.
Of the Juggalos.
Food.
Okay. Thanksgiving.
Number of years.
Anniversary. Go ahead. Next word.
Food. Gathering for number of years.
Tradition.
No.
And that is 15 seconds.
We had
Birthday.
Birthday.
It's birthday. It's a
Birthday.
food
Okay.
gathering for a number of years because you're celebrating a number of years you've been alive.
that
You get
makes
it?
sense.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, you were right there. You were right there. It's
Jake,
tough.
yeah.
Jake,
that was through my idiocracy.
Jake, tell me
tough.
I did my best.
You did your
Oh,
best.
thank God I did
your
my best.
best.
I did my best.
You did good.
Oh,
I
Connor,
did poorly.
Connor, tell me I did my best.
You did your
Oh,
best.
thank God.
You did your good. You did your good.
Connor, you got your word.
Oh, I put my phone down right
Why?
when you were doing that. I
Why?
don't know. I forgot what I was doing. Okay. The black shit you drink in the morning.
Coffee.
Hey! You said morning, though, so
God damn it.
that was one of your taboo words.
So do I get points for that one?
No, neither of you do.
Damn
Again.
it. Damn it. I blew it, Kiba. I blew it.
I know you did.
I blew it.
I know you did. Thank you.
He tried really hard. He tried really
Connor.
hard.
Thank you, Connor.
I just totally didn't think
You
about
could have
the
just
taboo
said
words.
that black shit in the morning, and I would have gone shit or coffee.
I still would have
You can't say
gotten
morning.
disqualified.
Cannot say morning.
See, it's harder than you think.
That
Kiba.
black shit at the beginning of the day.
That's the second
would've done
thing
it.
my mind went
That
to.
would've
Yeah.
done
Damn
All
it.
right, Kiba, you have it?
End of the year. Season.
Winter.
That is it.
Yeah, baby.
That's it.
That's
Winter.
it.
Okay, I didn't want to give it to him, but I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yay.
God, I'm fucking good.
Good
You are
job.
good. We got that in like 3 seconds.
I feel
maybe.
like Jake also figured the ones out that we'll never get and started picking ones that we're more likely to be able to get.
The 2 that you actually both fucked up on were in the easy category. These are in the medium category. So go.
I wasn't ready. There are teams, 2 sides.
Football.
There's a
Soccer.
net.
Soccer.
There's a I'm doing hand gestures. There's a net you throw something into. And you bounce the ball
Softball.
across the.
Basketball.
Yeah.
2 seconds. 2 seconds left. You
We
got
did
it.
that in 2 seconds, Kiba.
You're
Good
welcome.
job.
You're welcome. So is there 2 in easy, 2 in medium, and 2 in hard, or are there like 3 in medium and 3 in hard?
There are 2 apiece in medium, and then you
Okay.
each have 1 in hard, and then you each have 1 in extra hard.
Okay, so we're still in medium for this.
These are
okay.
still medium.
Yeah, okay.
These
I
are still
see.
medium.
I could have just said big orange ball.
You could have.
Would you have gotten that?
I would have.
Okay.
Yeah, it would have either been penis or basketball.
Penis or basketball. Okay. I see the relation.
All right. And go.
Going somewhere
Traveling.
in the sky.
Plane. Sky travel. Plane.
Where do you leave from?
Airport.
Yeah, there it is.
Dunskies.
Airport.
Damn.
I'm carrying us through this game. I just want you to know that, dude. I'm so good.
You're doing well.
You understood me on the last game.
It's a cooperative
On the
effort.
last.
Cooperative
Connor,
effort.
Connor, did I say that you were bad?
You implied it.
Did I?
You implied it.
Did I say that you were bad?
You implied it.
Are you jumping to conclusions?
You might have just inferred
Yeah,
it.
but you implied
Are you
it.
jumping to conclusions?
You implied it.
Woman.
What's that? Oh, I have
All
the
right.
next word.
And go.
You use a metal thing to get up high.
Ladder.
Bam! Woo!
Is that not it?
No, that's not in
that
this
is
list of words.
it.
That's not in this list of words.
High and height, I guess, technically
That
are different words.
they are very
in the
different
list of
words.
words.
No, I am agreeing.
Yeah.
I just had to think about it.
We're not. There's
I,
zero shot. You're blocking off concepts. There's no way you're blocking off concepts from this fucking argument.
high and height, those are different words.
No, right now I'm
let
high
that-
as fuck, but I'm not height as fuck. That's why they're different words.
Yeah.
I'll let it slide.
Is it me?
Probably.
Probably.
And go.
Hot,
Summer.
down,
Sun.
liquid.
Lava.
Yep.
Molten
lava.
Volcano.
Yeah. Oh wow.
There it is.
I was about to say. Did you see me?
He didn't even have to say anything.
Did you see me looking for mountain, but I couldn't say mountain, so I was like,
I heard the snap, so I knew I was close.
It's like a dog. It's like, hey.
Dude, I hate how I get caught up on one word. I looked at mountain and I was like, I couldn't come up with fucking anything for that word.
Big hill with a hole.
Oh, just like me, for real, for real.
Yeah, dude.
Is it? Hold on, are we in hard yet?
This is still hard. This is hard.
Is this the
This is
first
hard.
hard? Or did I have the first hard?
You had the first hard.
I had the first hard, so this is hard, baby. Just like you, for real, for real.
And go.
One of the bills that you pay for at the end of the month.
100 electric. Power?
What runs through?
Electricity.
Bang!
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Guys, we are on extra hard.
Oh, fuck.
Just like
Although
Connor,
you guys,
for real.
you guys been just fucking ripping and tearing.
Just like
Really?
me, for real, for real. What's up, dog?
Hell yeah,
Solid.
Sorry.
Fucking banana bread at work, bro? Hell yeah.
And go.
Picture in your head.
Okay.
Picture in your head.
Imagination.
No. Of
Your thoughts.
Of old
Ideas.
thing. Of old thing. Picture in your head of old thing. What is that?
Photograph.
No. What is a picture in your head of an
memory.
old? Yeah, baby. How many seconds?
2 seconds left. Again.
Oh,
2 seconds
fuck
left.
yeah.
Nice.
I saw remember and I was like, memory. What's the next word? Memory.
That's funny. That's funny.
Thank you.
Well done, man.
I like this game. This is a good one. We
Thank
should
you.
play this one more often, but not too often.
Yeah, if you like it, I can add it into the rotation more often.
This is a fun
Absolutely.
one. It's a very
Yeah.
frustrating one.
Yeah.
Oh, God. This is... Okay.
All right.
More of this. Oh, God.
And go.
Very close to what you were talking about. You use this to come up with ideas.
Thoughts.
You use your...
Ideas.
You use your blank to...
Brain.
You use
Head.
your...
Skull.
Rainbow from SpongeBob.
Idea. Thoughts.
God
Ideas.
damn it, Kiba.
And that's 15.
Imagination.
That was it.
God damn it.
A second behind.
See, I would never use my imagination to come up with ideas. You should have said music. How do you write music? You use your...
Is it music an idea?
Imagination.
I have an idea.
No, Connor, music is a song.
Okay.
It's a collection of notes put in order in which make sounds.
Whatever.
Kiba.
What's up, dog?
That puts you at 92. You
Oh!
are the game champion.
Do you know what that means?
That I already have both my games set up for next week.
And you don't even have to worry about it.
Baby.
You have
Connor.
to do 0 extra work the next week.
Connor, that puts you at 70.
That means next time.
No, because
Possible.
it'll be 100
That means
next
next
time.
time.
Very possible.
No, because it's going to go up from 85 to 100, so you're still
Ah,
far
it
from
might.
it.
Damn.
Who knows?
Well, you know, no, you're right.
Historically, that's the case.
Statistically. Hypothetically, he might just raise it to 90. We don't know. Maybe it's
Yeah.
not a hundo.
I'm
There's
just pretty
no
sure-
telling what I'll do.
I'm just pretty sure you're right. It's going up at some point.
Oh, yeah, of course it's going up.
okay.
Okay,
Everything-
everything,
everything
is,
does.
yeah.
Yeah, Jake bucks are always worth less and less every time.
Every time.
So that means,
Unreliable
Kiba, you are our game champion. You will be... hang on. Cha-ching. Cha-ching. That's the sound I was going for there. Kiba, you're going to be turning those Jake Bucks into hard-earned prizes. The prize of
Prizes.
more work. You are going to be our game host next time. You're going to come up with
Baby.
some sweet-ass
Baby,
games,
this
which I
ain't
believe he already has them ready to go.
Baby, this ain't work for me. I already got it
I
done.
was about to say, joke's on you. He already has it ready.
So I'm excited to see what you got, man.
You should be.
Yeah.
We
You
could
should
do
be.
it right now. We could play your games right now.
We could. They are ready. They're so ready.
We're
I
doing
think-
a podcast.
I think we could. And I think we should.
Do you guys want to do my games? I'm ready. You guys want to do my games?
Let's do it right
You really want to?
All right.
Fuck
No?
absolutely.
I was like, damn, really?
I was about to come up with the most bunk game, too. I was about to just feed you guys some bullshit.
Pull out a chessboard.
So that brings us to the end of our podcast, which everyone knows is the recommended page.
You know what? I was thinking of something earlier and I couldn't think of anything. There was one obvious thing that you know that I'm thinking of. You fucking know.
You've already
fucking
recommended
know.
it.
Like
Fucking-
a million times.
You already
I did,
recommended it.
didn't I? I did,
Yeah,
didn't I?
you did.
See,
Last
that's why I was
podcast.
thinking.
Actually,
You
last
already know.
podcast you did.
You already
Yeah,
know.
I know.
Go first. I have something, I guess. But
Hey,
go
are you
first.
going to let him do the intro?
Oh, yeah, there is an intro for
Just
it.
waiting
isn't
for you
there?
to shut the fuck up.
This is grab bag for sure.
Oh, man. So here at the Totally Not a Podcast, we do what is called the recommended page, which it is a segment where we like to try and shine a light on something that we've really enjoyed. We like to recommend it to everyone else in the room, everyone else that's listening, something we like. We hope you will like it. Connor, you want to go first?
Yeah.
What you got, man?
We recently did a thing where I watched a movie, so I'm just going to say, fucking go check out Cabin in the Woods. We just watched it. We just talked about it. Go see what we're talking about. You might have fun with it. Even if you've already seen it, go rewatch it. People seem to like it.
I think that's a great recommendation. And you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to watch it again tonight.
Shit, yeah.
I'm really disappointed in you, Connor. That's dog shit, man.
Yeah, I'm used to that.
That's dog shit.
I'm used to that.
Hey, Kiba, what do you got, man?
I'm going to go ahead and recommend a YouTuber called JayzTwoCents. It's just the word J, the letter Z, and 2 cents right after it. He's a wonderful tech YouTuber. He'll walk you through different ways to upgrade your GPU software, help handle your computer issues and other small stuff you might be dealing with, whether it's a power draw or a coil whine or something. He's just a really good YouTuber. He does a lot of very informative coverage, and if you've got a PC issue, I think he's the guy you should check out.
That's cool. How big is he?
Relatively big. Honestly, if I had to put a number on it, I'd say 4.26 million subscribers.
Oh, so pretty big.
Yeah.
Pretty big. Big enough that if you had a specific issue, you probably couldn't reach out to him directly and have him answer it.
No, but big enough that if you have a specific issue, he's more than likely covered it because he does
in a certain
daily.
way.
Yeah, he does daily coverage of tech issues and how to help solve them in a cost-effective way that doesn't involve warranty issues, which is the biggest issue with a lot of homebrew PC stuff. Warranties get voided by putting certain parts together, so there's some stuff that you just can't get fixed by a professional.
I might check that out myself.
Yeah,
That
that's
could
really
come
dope.
in
Yeah,
handy.
yeah, I like that. That's smart, man.
I think right to repair is a big deal, and as we get
100%,
farther
yeah.
and farther into the 2020s, I think it's something we need to all be focusing on is making sure that we have readily available sources to help us fix our home appliances, so we don't have to just contribute to the wastage by buying a new one.
Things are expensive. If you can do it cheaper on your own, fuck yeah, you should.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it's important to have assets easily available to make sure you have the power to do it yourself if you want to take the time.
Well, you're right. You're absolutely right.
I have a TV show that my significant other and I just finished.
Lay it on me, big dog.
Okay, I thought you were gonna hit me with something else there.
I thought he was going to hit me with something
Oh
physically.
no, I just get really excited when Jake talks about movies or TV shows. 9 out of 10 times it's some shit that's worth watching. So I'm always like, tell me more.
Let me lean in.
Well, here you go. It is a show on Amazon Prime called On Call. It came out earlier this year, I think over the summer. I think it was pretty recent. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, it's not anything like groundbreaking, like, oh my god, you gotta go fucking watch it. But it is a super solid show. It is a cop. I hate to call it a cop procedural, but it is a cop show that takes place in Long Beach, and it has a very generic setup where you have the young rookie who wants to really, make a name for himself.
He wants to fix the
He wants to
streets.
fix the streets. He came from the streets. He wants to help, and he wants to be gung-ho.
He understands what it's
Motivated.
like to be out there.
But his TO is a little bit kind of hard-nosed and by the book.
dude,
And
you got to do that paperwork before you get back out there.
you got to follow orders, or else you're gonna get yourself and other people killed.
Yeah.
You got to have your first desk pop.
But that aside, it's really well acted. It's really well shot. It's got a pretty good story. It opens with a cop being murdered, and the whole setup of the show is that they are trying to the TO and her new trainee are trying to kind of really insert themselves into figuring out who did it and taking care of that issue, all while still going on all their normal calls, and you're seeing all these other things that these cops are kind of going through.
If I'm correct, that was filmed on location in Long Beach.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Because when I was there, I was on Reddit, of course, as you do,
Yeah.
sleuthing around any new area, and I was seeing like GIFs and clips of that, and people essentially speculating, "Hey, was this It's like, does this look right to you guys? This looks like this actual place. Do you think they actually filmed here?
And they probably did.
Yeah.
They honestly probably did.
I always love that when shows and movies take the time to film in a lore accurate frame for the place they should be at.
I do too. I do too. It gives it that extra lint of realism.
Dude, that's what made Narcos so good.
Yeah.
Do you know if they actually did film
Oh
it
no,
or
I have
not?
no clue.
We're both
I
speculating
No,
right
I
now.
did
We're
know.
speculating.
I was in the Long Beach subreddit, so I wasn't sleuthing around this TV show. I was just like, oh, what's going on Long Beach tonight?
And I know everyone here is a fan of Pretty Little Liars, but the lead from the show was Spencer on that. If anyone out there,
Oh,
is,
dude, I so for sure know who that is.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
yeah,
my
of course.
favorite character.
me too.
Absolutely, yeah,
Honestly, I
best
love
one in the
Spencer.
show.
Love Spencer. Yeah, she's great. She's great.
Oh, she. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Spencer
yeah.
was great.
Yeah,
she was
Spencer.
good.
Yeah, Spencer's great.
Sorry, I didn't mean to misgender her a moment
Oh,
ago.
not at all, not at all. But yeah, the show's really good. I will say, unfortunately, it did not get picked, or it did get picked up for a season 2, but the producers apparently were wanting more money, and so then Amazon said,
So it's been at least for the time being shelved.
they are actively shopping it around to other networks, but I'm going to go ahead and assume there probably won't be a second season. But the first season is still good to watch. It still is encompassing. There is no cliffhanger or anything. It is a solid beginning and ending. It's really good. I do recommend watching it. It's 8 episodes. Each one is like 30 minutes, so it's not long.
Do you think if a season 2 comes out, it'll be a continuation of that story? Or
100%.
is there-
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. It would still be that
Well,
cop.
there would be no point in the season 2 if it was not a continuation of that story.
Yeah,
Well,
it would.
I
It would.
think if there's a solid ending to the first series, there could potentially
not.
just be another story that happens
There's not.
in another location
No,
at the
there's
same
not.
No,
time.
it would
No,
100%
no,
be
there's
those
not.
same two cops going
Yeah.
about probably a new storyline. But yeah, everyone go check it out. On Call. It is on Amazon Prime.
I'm
Well worth
excited
watching.
to check it out if I ever find the time.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, recently we just put out another video in Squirrel with a Gun. I think that was like our fucking 5th or 6th episode.
Yeah, I think
so
our
many.
I think our 6th
I think we're at
episode.
We're
6.
so close to beating it.
We are almost done. We have, I think, one more after that.
Yeah,
Very
I think
excited.
Yeah,
we're just
no,
on the last boss
For
fight.
sure. Yeah,
Very
we're on the last
excited
boss
to see
fight,
how this
so at least
whole
one more
thing wraps
episode.
up. I could see even after we finish that, we do kind of maybe a little bit more content than that. Maybe we grab back. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe one more just for shits and gigs, you know? Maybe one where you play or I play.
Yeah.
Go get a couple last moment gold acorns or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Our Metal Gear Solid Delta series is going strong. It is coming out every Friday.
Not just our main series, but our secondary Metal Gear Full Play series is also going incredibly strong. Episode 7 is coming out as we speak, as a matter of fact. If you're listening to this on Wednesday, you should check it out.
You should. You should check out both. Both series are very fun, very different.
Very, very different in
yeah.
terms of tone. My Full Play is going to be very lore focused and slow and comedic, whereas the stuff with Jake and Connor is really quippy and hilarious. If you're wanting the laughs, you should watch the one with all 3 of us. 100%.
Yeah. I'm having a time with it.
Me and Jake and I are kind of making fun of the game a lot.
Yeah.
You guys are great. You're doing so good just sitting there and doing fucking nothing during this
And-
playthrough.
and
Like, what do you
watching.
want me to do? I don't have the controller.
Saying, oh, those tumbling bullets are stupid.
But yeah, go check it out. I'm really enjoying watching what Connor's putting together. He's doing a fantastic job.
He
Thank you,
really
sir.
is. I can second that. Wonderful editing on that series so
He's
far.
been
you, gentlemen.
he's been second guessing himself a little bit.
He
I think
should.
everyone,
I have.
I think everyone should go give him some love.
I
go
think
go
so
check it
too.
out. Yeah.
And you really shouldn't.
You
Those
really
videos,
should.
they're-
You're doing a fantastic job,
yeah.
man.
Jake just watched the other one for the first time. It's wonderful. I
Yeah.
think it's quality work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, I don't think I'm doing a bad job or anything. I just think, this isn't as funny as videos that I feel like I've made. But
And that's
whatever.
okay. And
Whatever.
that's part of it.
Yep.
That's part of the journey.
Not all of them are going to be zingers.
If you enjoyed hanging
Just
out with
one.
us today, please, God, subscribe, share us with a friend, leave a comment down below. We appreciate it. We are very close to 500. We're 52 at the time of this recording away. So
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
help be a friend. You know, put us over that edge. We want to get to 500, then we want to get to 1,000.
That's always the goal.
Yeah, be a homie. And
Please.
as always, remember to check back every other Wednesday for another episode of the Totally Not a Podcast. Love you.
Peace and